Good afternoon, everybody. Hello. How are we all today? Termite Gaming. How's it going, bud? Hope you're very, very well. And I hope your streams are going very well as well. All the wells and as wells today. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. So, how are we all today? Did you all have a good Wednesday yesterday? You up to much? It's going great, thank you. Glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. What did I do yesterday? I just played Final Fantasy VII Remake, pretty much. Quite a wee bit of the day. Then at night, played some Settlers of Catan with my wife and one of our pals. Which was also good as well. Hi. Fucking good times. Just early on when I was getting ready, just like, what the fuck is happening here? So I was just coming out the shower, and my wife, she runs upstairs, and she's like, Aaron, did you hear that? Did you hear that? And I was like, hear what? And she's like, there's an air raid siren. There's an air raid siren going off. And I was like, no, that wasn't an air raid siren. That was the bins getting emptied. And she's like, oh, okay. Alright, and then she went back to work. It's like, fuck's sake. Why would you think there's air raid sirens going off and everything? It's a mad lassie. Aye. So, Technobabylon. Last time that we played Technobabylon was on Tuesday. And we're pretty much coming up near the end of this game. That's why I reckon it's the finale today. I might even push myself like I've done in the past. I might push myself, like if we get up to, because I usually only stream for like 3 hours, so if we're getting up to the 3 hour mark and stuff and we still haven't finished, I'll push on to finish this today. Because I don't think, even if I do the 3 hour stream and there's still a little bit left, there won't be enough for a Friday stream, if you get me. Scientologist, hello. To be fair, with all the madness in the world right now, I wouldn't be completely surprised. Yeah, I mean, true. It'd probably actually be welcomed, a big air raid siren. So we are on the penultimate chapter, probably about to close this chapter, to be honest. So all 3 characters are now on this aerostat, like an aircraft sort of kind of thing. Hello, cake. So yeah, so all of them are there. It's kind of, everything's kind of coming to a close. Cake, don't knock that over. Thank you very much. So it seems like that Sesame is a little bit special with her kind of trans powers, and it seems like the organization is behind this is wanting to exploit her for her powers. And then also kind of with these powers, they're after Regis, his partner. So all 3 main characters are now together for the first time, and they're on this spacecraft. Spacecraft? Oh, no, not spacecraft. It's an aircraft. So we're chasing down the murderer as well. And we found that was it Nina? Regis' old partner is behind this as well. Can't mind. Even though it was like only on Tuesday. But we'll get there. And we just need to like kind of fuck these people up basically. But what we'll do is we'll fire right into it. Store. I need to click. I nearly clicked start a new game there. I usually do like every time I play this game. So here we are. So we're playing as Dr. Lau, and this is Chantel, the old synthetic maid from near the start of the game that murdered someone. So it's now a police officer. But I did like do a big massive fucking F5 to the murderer who has escaped. He ran into the sick bay, and he ran up here, which the hatch is locked. He killed this fella here by fucking cattle bolted him through the wall, which was pretty cool. Let's speak to Regis to see if there's anything we can talk about to kind of re-jog our memory.
Hey, Regis.
Yes, Dr. Lau?
Also, Carlos Wagons, hello. Hope you're very well. What was I going to say? Scientologist, did you have a wee look at your game and see if you actually completed it, or were you still like on the last chapter sort of thing? Remember last time you said that you can see a achievement or anything for completing the game?
So, we've caught up with our mindjacker. We know that he's apparently ripped dozens of prominent individuals in a number of fields.
Including Baxter, some of whom is apparently stuck. Question is, what's all this setup?
What do they plan on doing with the data they've stolen? Straight neural data is hard to process. That is, unless you've got an AI to read it.
Whatever it is, it must involve this girl.
You loaded it and it was on what I think is the last screen. Didn't really click around though. Okay. Yeah, so like they're harvesting all the data, but we still don't know what they're actually doing with all this data.
Who was escaping through the ceiling hatch? It wasn't the mindjacker, was it?
No, he's the one Chantel caught, briefly. By the sound of it, the mindjacker's working for her.
His work is part of a larger plan of hers then?
Possibly. She's the one running this lab, for sure.
Okay, so it wasn't the murderer, the mindjacker ran up there. It was the woman.
Chantal's really pulling her weight in this job.
It's a shame it couldn't hold down Cressel, the mindjacker.
Hey, cut her some slack. She took down 2 heavies on the tarmac.
I'm not going to make any promises about taking her on full time.
You're just worried about synthetics stealing your job.
You may as well take this now. You seem to be the maid wrangler.
Oh, okay. We got a personality splitter. We got a splitter thing again.
Chantal's that's a
for
never
what?
out.
Okay.
So this Cressel guy, the mindjacker, he killed Baxter?
And by the sound of it, ripped the contents of his mind first.
When I saw Baxter's head, I thought that either his killer really hated him.
Like I would. Or he was covering up evidence of a mindjacking by destroying his brain tissue.
It's a theory. Sounds like we might be able to back it up. So, what do we do from here?
Now we know this is where the mindjacker's operating from.
We need to find out what their plans for all those stolen memories are.
We'd better find out where this aerostat's going too.
The best way of covering all those would be apprehending these people. Central's gonna be pretty pissed about this. More than usual, I mean.
Is it working again?
Yeah, we fought off the intrusion.
Damn. I was hoping they'd broken it permanently.
Nah, we could handle it. It was a weird attack, though. Like, they knew exactly what they were doing.
Well-trained hackers. Foreign intelligence?
No, better than that. Like, they were intimately familiar with Central. Then, as sudden as it had started, the attack halted about 18 hours later. Any idea what all this hardware does yet?
Not sure. I can't access the terminal.
Sounds like you need a specialist. I'll tell you what I find.
Cool.
I'll check in later.
There you go. So what did everyone have for their lunch today? Always an important question here. I had a big old baked potato, and it was delicious. Right. And we've got quite a bit of gear with Lau. He just gave us there the splitter. That means that we will then be able to mess around with the settings for Chantel. But her battery's dead, so we probably need to recharge her up at some point. But yeah, so we've got our phone, the jolt gun, we've got wetware, injector, which has some of this drug in it. We've got armor piercing ammunition, fuck knows what we need to do with that. We've got cable, we've got scalpel, we've got thermal visor, which was Regis's. And he gave it to us. There you go, there's nothing really to see in here. I told you that cheese and ham toasty, some crisps, and a banana. Very nice. A nice balanced lunch. Keep you going to your dinner time. He also jacked into the communications. So that's like the international symbol for communications, is pointing to your ear. Communications. So we got this terminal. So locked. Apparently this terminal will take a little break before it reveals the secrets. Can we use wetware in it? You certainly can. Oofed. He fucking just took a hammer to them. Absolutely caved his teeth in.
Excuse me?
Hello there.
So this is Dr. Baxter.
Who are you?
Allow me to introduce myself, my dear. My name is Dr. Baxter. I operate the cataloging station.
Baxter? Dr. Adam Baxter?
I believe so, yes.
Aren't you dead?
Excuse me if this sounds a little rude, but aren't you dead?
How do you mean?
Well, yesterday I was probing your well-preserved remains at a crime scene.
Oh, yes. You're quite right. I was killed, wasn't I? It's strange because I could have sworn I was the one doing it.
Not the blonde man? The minejacker?
It was definitely him, no doubt about it. One can't exactly commit suicide with a hammer, can they? I'm aware that I was murdered, but I have a surprisingly vivid memory of it.
So you remember being killed, which is wild. Richard O'Brien, he does. I was thinking that ever since we first seen him, there's just something in my head was like, he looks like someone, and I couldn't get in my head or kind of just resolve it like who it was. But it is Richard O'Brien. It's gonna take us right into like Crystal Maze. Like underneath, I like to think that underneath that lab coat, he's got like a big like total flamboyant like leopard print jacket. It'd be amazing. Also, I'm gonna close this window because kids screaming. How dare those kids have fun? How dare they? How dare they enjoy their youth? It does feel like the Pixar has used celebs for references to this. Oh, aye, definitely. Like, who did I keep on saying that Dr. Regis looks like? He looks a bit like... Oh, I keep on saying he looks a bit like, fuck, what's his name? From Evil Dead. Plays Ash in Evil Dead. What's his fucking name again? It's completely gone. Bruce Campbell. That's the one. Thank you. Honestly, this is what my brain's like. It's a total sieve. Data stays in there for a little bit and then disappears. But yeah, I keep on saying he looks a bit like Bruce Campbell. Okay, yeah, so you remember being killed.
You remember being murdered?
Not precisely. It's as though it were an out-of-body experience. I have memory of watching the hammer striking from above. My hands, his hands, so bloody. It's all very peculiar, isn't it?
And you see no difficulty between being dead and talking to me.
That is most odd.
Imagine like actually being able to witness yourself getting fucking destroyed by a hammer. It's horrible. Not a powerful enough chin. He does have a very powerful chin. Do you know Dr. Regis?
Do you know a Dr. Regis?
I know two, in fact. Charles and Viksha. I killed Viksha, didn't I?
So I've heard.
It's very peculiar. I remember that I did it, but I can't recall the deed, nor my feelings on the matter.
You feel nothing?
I know I ought to. An act such as that would be emotionally weighty, but all that remains is an absence. Do give my regards to Charles if you see him, though.
Also, Scientologist, how are you feeling? Is your tummy gone back to normal? Are you feeling better now?
Can you remember who killed you?
It was the blonde gentleman, wasn't it? Though I can recall it in the first person, I'm certain it was him.
How so?
He was my only company in the room, and I do not recognize him. I also realize how absurd the idea of my having committed this murder would be.
Do you know why they killed you?
Do you know why he murdered you?
At first, I don't believe it was to have been a murder. This gentleman had larceny in mind. I recall his feeling so.
Mindjacking. He was stealing the contents of your neural wiring, your brain.
Quite so. I was, after all, a leader in my field in the day. And while my memory was doubtless useful to him, he found something unexpected. A well of motivation, suppressed by years of therapy and technological intervention.
Your anger against Regis.
He took my mind. No doubt he acquired that as well.
The Froggy. What's up, babes? Missed you yesterday. Aw. Thank you very much for missing me. I missed all yous as well. Thank you very much for coming back, man. Always nice seeing you here. It is like, it's weird, like on my Wednesdays, my days off throughout the week, you know. Kind of like, I try and think as little about the stream as possible so I can like think about other things, put my mind on other things. But I legit think about the stream quite a wee bit and like stuff I can do. I was trying to think of things that we could do for Friday when we come. We'll get this complete today, I reckon. So yeah, I've been doing that. I've been tinkering around with the stream and stuff as well, so it's all good. Yeah, right. I think we all missed you. Aww. Aww. Oh, you're not too good to me. You're too good to me. Got a third of a turd meeting a little bit, but I'll just lurk. It's all good, man. You can lurk away. I should even have like a new wee command for Nightbot. If you're going to lurk, you can type !lurk, and it should do like a wee message just saying like, "Oh, guy, thanks very much for lurking" and stuff. It should do anyway. I play around with stuff all the time, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
How do you feel about Dr. Regis? Charles Regis?
I feel nothing particularly. I regret his decision to remove the embryos from the program, but...
Nothing else? No anger? No revenge?
None at all.
Maybe it's the influence of the neural governor on your behavior.
By no means. The weight of that cruel apparatus has been lifted.
I guess because you're no longer attached to it.
And yet, I feel nothing that would warrant it.
Lurking in your bedroom. I wish, man. Just seeing you, just crouching in the column like a wee sexy golem. Be lovely. I don't think that command is set up yet. Oh, for myself or for you? I thought I set it up for myself, but I might have not saved it or something like that. It's not vital. It doesn't really do anything. It just recognises that you are lurking and gives you a wee message. Or for lurking in the bedroom. I should imagine I actually did set up a command for lurking in your bedroom, and it did come up with something. Or just by chance that Zifrogi discovered it. That'd be pretty good.
Why would anyone want to keep that part of your mind? What use would someone have for your desire for revenge?
Perhaps it isn't a matter of his need as the desire's need. Though suppressed by the governor, my thoughts on the matter were all-consuming. Now they have found a conduit through which they may act.
The mindjacker isn't in as much control as he'd like to think then. This might sound like a really stupid question, but what's death like?
I can see why this would be a useful matter for scientific curiosity. In my case, I'm afraid it's probably not representative. After all, can I really be said to be dead when my memory, my consciousness, lives on?
I suppose all you could remember would be the physical destruction of yourself.
And that, most assuredly, was a great discomfort.
It's horrible. Actually, that would have been the thing that you remember, just getting a hammer caved into your head several times. Well, that's not a code, just a hobby.
Thanks for the help.
You are most welcome, my dear.
Everyone should have a good hobby. And even if it is creeping in my bedroom, then let it be, you know. Okay, I need to put all my internet towards COD update. I'll jump back in when it's done. I have a time before my stream. Yeah, no worries. I was trying to download the patch for COD earlier, but it's the usual with day one patches, like not day one patches, but the release of a patch. The download speeds are horrendous. Hey, there you go. It does work. Yeah. Try, if you're struggling, if you're still there, Termite, try changing your region on the Blizzard launcher. I'm assuming that's if you're playing on PC. Assuming you are, because you've got quite a good PC and stuff. Change your region on Blizzard on the launcher, because sometimes that changes it. Because I changed mine to Asia and my speed went right up, but it still wasn't great. But it was a lot better than what I was getting for my actual region. So a wee tip for you there. Even if it weren't for the fact you stored the image in your wiring, you remember this face anywhere after escape at the Animus. Just for a man about to pulverize someone's head with a claw hammer, it looks remarkably cool and confident, as though it's just a step in a larger plan. Dr. Baxter's body sits slumped in the chair, apparently the recent victim of a mind-jacking attack. It looks a lot more complete than when you last saw him, though. Yeah, because he's still got his head attached. You'll try that out. Bye-bye. Yeah, no worries. Catch you later, man. Thank you very much for popping by. Right. So inside this machine is this simulation sort of thing. I wonder if I can actually use items in here. Probably not. Alright, it doesn't have a personality to split.
Wetware's not going to connect with that.
Wonder what else is there to do in here.
Excuse me?
Hello there.
So we keep on asking
Thanks
him
for
what his
the
death is like.
help.
You are most welcome, my dear.
I was gonna say, can we grab a hammer or something? I don't think there is anything else we can do here. Not entirely sure though. We'll exit for now. I'll have a wee look around elsewhere. Let's speak to Regis.
Hey, Regis.
Yes, Dr. Lau?
Strange terminal.
Dr. Baxter says hi. He seems a lot friendlier than I expected.
What?
Oh, don't panic. It appears he remembers his own ripping and death. Looks like we can be sure he was the Mindjacker's latest victim. A significant part of his mind state's been offloaded into this system.
But why did you see him? Why is he in there?
They've been ripping minds and reprogramming the data through a memory module. I guess Baxter's the latest and still has the most independent agency. Doesn't sound like he harbors any ill will towards you, though.
Maybe the neural governor? He wouldn't be able to get angry.
Well, he's dead. There's no governor. I think that this ghost of his in the machine doesn't include that part of him.
You mean this Mindjacker's kept it?
Or just can't get rid of it. I'll check in later.
It's ghost in a shell, eh? Right.
She's out of it.
Oh, I wonder if that will actually bring her back.
I can't inject that.
Oh, okay.
I can't inject that.
I mean to get rid of it. Maybe we can jolt her alive?
As much as I love shocking things, I don't think it'll help.
Well, not jolt her alive, but you know what I mean. Like, bring her, wake her up, should I say. We'll check the body again. You find nothing on him that is usable. He's used an unusable weapon in the communication system you've already broken into. Can I
I've already
break back
broken into their comms network. I can access it on my Traveler.
Oh shit, yeah. They've put on the Traveler.
Cobalt 3, this is actual. Do you, copy? Over.
Cobalt 3 standing by.
Report your status.
Cobalt 3, what is your status?
UAD has deployed, awaiting further updates.
Copy that.
So we can say to abandon their mission. Intruder. So we did intruder sighted on starboard last time, but we didn't see anything happen because of that. Say to abandon the mission.
Cobalt 3, mission is compromised. Scrub the operation and return to base.
What? Negative, actual. Il SITREP shows objectives not compromised.
Damn, worth a shot.
Right, okay. We'll leave these for now because I don't really have anything
Stand by for updates, Cobalt 3.
Copy that, actual.
to go off and why we would need to do that. But we can use our wee splitter with Chantel.
Everything that was her is now in my pockets.
Cool. Also, we got Chefy Chantel and the barman, was that came up? And then also one of the last things we did before we left is that, because with the thermal visor we can see these hot spots. We've opened them all up. Yeah, we've opened all these up, but there's nothing we can do with them. And this terminal here is password locked. So it's locked with a password, how quaint. It still need to be breached before the terminal can be accessed. So that's that. We can't talk to Chantel. She's running out of battery.
Next time we'll get the model with longer battery life.
Unless we could charge her up with something. Maybe the cable?
Apparently not.
Just like maybe like cable into one of these like hotspots or something. No. Right. Why don't we look in the cargo hold? So in the cargo hold there was a crate here. We dropped it down there. Aye. That was the crate with the armor-piercing rounds. Ah, okay.
Sorry, I forgot to bring a parachute. I am not reaching into that.
If there's one place you don't want a thermal visor messing up your depth perception, it's hanging out from the airship thousands of meters up in the air. Don't know, maybe the cable? That's not going to stop it. Do we need to stop this then? Might be able to chuck the ammo into it. There you go. We've just causing us kind of crash, I guess.
I am not reaching into that.
But can we reach into it? Now non-functional, the turbine no longer creates a powerful force of suction. That the aerostat continues to move suggests that at least one more engine somewhere else in the hull. Okay. So I guess we're just going around destroying the engine then. Can use the thermals anywhere. Oh, you meant inside. Yeah, so we can use them in here. So we can see like these pipes here. But there's... Can't interact with them. Because last time I think I tried to interact with this. Because I was like, oh look, that looks like a valve sort of thing. However, there is progress. We burst that engine. Can't climb up here. I remember. That's locked. I was going to say, oh, I'm wrong, but no. So the hatch has been locked from the other side, so we can't do anything about that. And this hatch here is locked as well. We might be able to update him about the
Regis.
engine.
Yes, Dr. Lau?
No.
I'll check in later.
So we have the screen as well. So effectiveness report, heteroactinase. The use of a wetware-based incapacitating agent proven efficacious. Yeah, so we read this last time. In the course of his work, Mr. Creasel has found that the 414B wetware to be effective at subduing the targets while retaining consciousness, but also acts as a primer for the extraction process. So he's basically using like a modified wetware to go around doing the brain jacking. The choice of wetware rather than conventional chemical paralytic also enables a much less precise delivery vector suitable for covert work. I can't speak today at all. The only downside thus is being 414B's susceptibility to wetware's inherent weakness, e.g. temperature, bodily rejection. So like the body can reject it and heat. Oh yeah, there was a
I've got my
stunner
own.
here as well.
Regis's wouldn't work for me anyway. They're signature weapons. Hey Regis, you want your stunner back?
Later. Gotta help this poor girl first.
Right. I guess that the stunners is the joke gun then. And then in here, when we use the thermals, it's just the body. It's our bodies in Sesame's body that lights up.
I can't inject that.
Needs surgery. I'm thinking, oh, we need to get the battery charged somehow. Right, okay. Let's try with the guards.
Cobalt 3, this is actual. Do you, copy? Over.
Cobalt 3 standing by.
Nick, good afternoon. I hope you're having a good Thursday so far. Thank you very much for popping by, Mick. Yeah, I'm having a lovely Thursday. I've not done a whole lot. I weighed myself. Usually every Wednesday I weigh myself. I forgot to weigh myself yesterday, so I went and weighed myself today, and I'm still losing weight, so that's good. I'm now 13 stone 12, and I was 16 stone in October September time. I was 16 stone, so doing good. And then I had a baked potato for my lunch. Now I'm ready. I'm here playing this game, doing some streaming for you lovely folks. Getting quite a wee bit stuck, to be honest. Could be Thursday. And then after this I'll have my dinner and then probably play some Final Fantasy. Still plodding through that game. You're doing well, mate. Proud of you. Thank you very much, pal. Thank you. A lot of good what's the word? A lot of good praise has come my way from the things I've done recently, so it feels good. It feels good. Also, I found out today that my my graduation is no longer going ahead in October, which is totally understandable. So it's getting rescheduled till March. So it could be like my birthday's in March as well, so it could be that I have a graduation birthday. So that'll be pretty good. But I was like so looking forward to this graduation, and I thought it was gonna be in September, but it's actually in October. And I was like, oh, I'm looking forward to it because I've never had a graduation. I've never had one. I was just looking forward to it. To be honest, I was just going to use it as a massive excuse to get like ruined. So there you go. Right, I'm thinking. So the last time that we spoke on the phone, on the old fucking telephone, we said to the guys to go to starboard. Let's try going to port.
Cobalt 3, hostile sighted to port side.
Pot knows what that does, by the way. Pot knows what that does. Because we don't see any... We don't see any evidence of that working. So it must be in another part of this ship. Can we use this with the terminal? Right. Alright. So we've got some emails. Why have I never thought about doing this? I'm really bad when it comes to the wetware stuff. Like I forget like how useful it is. Okay, so Gautella v the turret. You misunderstand the aerostats uses non-flammable lifting gas, not inflammable. These two are opposites. The turret for any other gunfire or any other gunfire will not cause an explosion of the gas. This is elementary school chemistry / English. Please don't give me further reasons to doubt your competence. Okay, so the turret uses non-flammable lifting gas. So that means it cannot be set on fire. Something to bear in mind. From Cobalt, which is the army guys. So we found that out. Dear colleagues, cremation and inhuman for Ethan Drummer, formerly Cobalt 6, killed in action, will take place at the conclusion of the operation. Until then, please limit disruption to duty and acts of remembrance. So I wonder if Ethan Drummer was one of the guys that we've killed. Because in that crack den, we jolted a guy. So that wouldn't have killed him. But the guy... Then there was one who got electric shock from the laser that hit water and it gave him a shock. That could have killed him. It might have not. But then there was another guy who we threw a petrol bomb at. So he's probably very much dead. So I like to think that Ethan, we killed him with a petrol bomb. So this is from Team Cobalt again, and the subject is the A Strat, which is what we're on. Yeah, the A Strat's a floating pile of garbage, but it's safer than the last job. If Doc wants you to fix something, you fix it. Control for the flaps has been wired through the 4 junction points in the lower hallway. Okay, so now we know what the junction points are. So they control the flaps. And then also centralized revenue received, tax payment. Dear Mr. Quiche, following surveillance of your net activity, public behavior, it appears that you are working as a paramilitary contractor. Again, this is the whole like reading pixelated text. It absolutely fucks with me. Without having declared this source of income to the centralized revenue and customs department, please complete attached form ND1A, or you may be subject for further investigation. Right. But Keish, he's a murder guy, ain't he? So he's working for a paramilitary contractor. So he's getting fucked with tax, basically. Okay, there's no attachments there as well. Big drum. Get that big drum. Okay. We now know what this is for. Surely with them we can talk about. We still can't interact with them. But we do have access to all this. So the main bit of information from there is about these flaps. Like Ethan Drum. That's him away. Right. We'll check up with Regis. R.I.P. Big Drum. See what he says.
Hey, Regis.
Yes, Dr. Lau?
So, what do we do from here?
Now we know this is where the mindjacker's operating from.
We need to find out what their plans for all those stolen memories are.
We'd better find out where this aerostat's going too.
The best way of covering all those would be apprehending these people.
Right, so we still don't actually know where
I'll
it's
check in
going.
later.
But we have fucked one engine. Maybe let's try to go back into the terminal. Maybe we can ask Baxter or something.
Excuse me?
Hello there.
I can still just ask him what
Thanks
death's
for the
like.
help.
You are most welcome, my dear.
The mindjacker, we can't interact with him. We can't do that. We can't interact with dead Baxter. His head caved in. The only other thing I think we can do is really just wait, are these? Oh, these guys aren't simps. They aren't simps. Because there's blood everywhere. I was thinking, oh, maybe we'll be able to like change his personality and stuff. Let's see about...
I've already cracked her mind open. Her mind state is in my storage buffer.
Okay, so we can't do anything with that. Fucking hell, I'm stuck. Right. Bet they are simps. They probably are, man. Probably are. just simping away. Like simp energy. Right, I'm gonna say it. Pineapples. I really don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. Wait, what is this? Yeah, that's something I opened. I haven't really checked anything up top, though. Nothing we can do with a hatch, though. Right, yeah, pineapples. Proper pineapples now. Right, here we go. All information's flying in. Scientologist, a vague memory of more of this ship. Calvo Swag is in top left of the room you're in with Regis. Okay. All your doors are closed. Right, so top left, so the hatch. Is that what you're on about? So they said that's locked.
Locked.
We have the Stone Cold Stunner there. Sesame's proper out for the count. I feel like we need to wake her up. Can't get her awake. I feel like there's some stuff you can do hanging out the ship. Okay, right, let's go back to hanging out the ship. Oh, okay, there's a pipe. Ah, okay.
It's dangerous out there.
Right, okay. Cable with a pipe?
That should be safer.
Here we go. I didn't even see that pipe up there. Right, this is where I'll need the phone name.
Cobalt 3, this is actual. Do you, copy? Over.
Cobalt 3 standing by.
Right, deal is. Thank you very much for the luck, pal. Hope you're doing very well. Here we fucking go. Here we fucking go. Right. So we'll send them to the starboard, because last time we did was port.
Cobalt 3, hostile sighted to starboard side.
Copy that. Already in position for intercept.
Oh, so they're already in position. I sent them to port
Cobalt
last
3,
time.
this is actual. Do you,
Cobalt 3.
Cobalt 3,
Copy that. Moving into the...
Oh, okay. So that's him away. I guess we can go up this hatch now.
Verify identity. Voice print required.
Cobalt 1-8 Sigma.
Voice print confirmed. Please exit targeting zone.
Holy fuck. We got a turret there that's doing voice activating stuff. Got like a voice ID on it. I just seen like these. I don't know what these are. I'd imagine they're helium, maybe. But I'm just saying like hee hee, and I'm thinking of it's like straight away I thought of Michael Jackson. It's just like hee hee, Shamo motherfucker. This is a hee hee ship. Hee hee. Right. So we've got a hatch. Got a gas tap. Got a patch. Got a crisis agent. Got a turret. If we interact with this patch, does it put us in front of the turret? No, it doesn't. Hee hee. Shamon. Though it appears to have been has been broken in the past, the staples hiding the temporary patch in place are too strong to be removed by hand. The visor appears to be out of charge. How convenient. Can we just scalpel them off? Yes, we can.
I'm not going... Hey, what happened? Oh, right, helium.
Right, okay, so it is helium. Right, that's going to fuck his voice up. Can we get him to come out then?
Cobalt 3, this is actual. Do you, copy? Over.
Cobalt 3 standing by.
Cobalt 3, hostile sighted to starboard side.
Copy that. Already in position for intercept.
Maybe I'll
I'm
go
not
outside.
going... Hey, what happened? Oh, right, helium. I'm not going... Oh.
Okay, we can't go outside. So let's phone him up
Cobalt 3, do you...
Cobalt 3.
and tell him
Cobalt
port.
3, hostile sighted to port side.
Copy
He
that.
might need to
Moving
deal with
into
that
position.
turret.
Verify identity. Voice print required.
Cobalt 1, hey, what happened?
Voice print not identified.
See ya, mate.
No, wait, it's Cobalt 1 and 8 Sigma.
Voice print not identified. Terminating security threat.
Wait, stop.
Oofed.
Warning. Ammunition depleted.
Oh, yes. Oof. Skadoosh. Take one of them. But yeah, if that is healing with my memories of school still serve me. Like, my chemistry was not my forte. I did biology, and even biology wasn't my forte. Why biology else get that was the shack, innit? Fuck's sake. Oh yeah, conveniently low on ammo now. Yeah, because I was like, right, okay, let's go kill him, but what the fuck are we going to do after then? Because this is a turret, and it's just going to have like tons of ammo. But no, apparently they just loaded it up. So yeah, there's not been any other people getting onto the ship. So they've just loaded it up and went, right, we'll put 6 bullets into it, that'll be fine. Right, okay. Let's see if this guy's got anything in his body. No, it's got...
Target acquired. Warning. Ammunition depleted.
Okay.
Entering power save mode.
I just like how she's like seen this guy get shot to bits, and the first thing she does is just goes up and boots him in the head. Like, fuck's sake, man. Andrew Rasbio, good morning, good afternoon. Oh, thank you very much. Good afternoon. No, good morning to you. I hope you're very well, pal. Thank you very much for coming by. Hack, hack, hack.
Wetware's not going to connect with that. Wetware's not going to connect with that.
Can't do any hacking. However, we can. Okay. Chef, maid, barman. Let's speak to it.
Hello?
Hi there.
I love this. The fucking splitter thing. It's so good.
How do you feel?
I'm just dandy, thanks. Except I'm all out of ammo.
Ooh,
Sorry about that. I'll see what I can do.
I'm all out of ammo.
What's your primary mission?
You asked me to come help on your case, Dr. Max.
Blast that door. Well?
I'm
Right,
real
Joe.
sorry, Dr. Max. I just don't know how to drive this thing.
What?
I could make you a martini, though. Would that help?
Imagine a big turret making you a martini, just shooting bullets into the booze. Right, also we need to give this guy some ammo.
Here you go.
Nom, nom, nom.
Oh, nom nom nom. That's so fucking good. Andrew, you made a homemade curry last night, so I'm so excited to try it again today. Man, I love shit like that. Like when you make like a really good fucking meal, and you made like enough to do like seconds or something, like you'll have it like the day afterwards, and you're like sitting there going like, man, that was so good. I can't wait to fucking have it. Like I did that last week. Yeah, like kind of like last week I made like a big fuck off Japanese style vegan curry. Oh, it took ages to make, but it was so fucking worth it. Like even making like a roux and everything like that for it. It was a project of passion, and it was so good. Proper Japanese flavor style curry thing. Like usually like all the recipes you see for it is just use blocks. I think it's like the blocks are like they're ripping. But I was like, you know what, I want to try and make my own and stuff. So I don't like have like palm oil and stuff like that into it. And it was ripping though. It was so good. Some sticky rice, and I had some for my lunch the day afterwards. And it's like one of those things like, see, like curries, like chilies, like really kind of like sauce heavy sort of meals. They're always like 10 times better the day afterwards because they've had time to marinate and just all good. Now I just want a big Japanese curry. Right.
Hello?
Hi there.
Hi there. Right.
Blast that door.
Fucking blast that door.
Well?
I'm real sorry, Dr. Max. I just don't know how to drive this thing.
What?
I could make you a martini, though.
Right,
Would
okay.
that help?
So we need to put the memory. So it would be the roll. We get the roll of the turret.
Hello?
That does.
Hi there.
Blast that door.
Stop! Just stop shooting at us. You'll blow the whole damned aerostat up.
I'm about to come in. Place your hands above your heads and remain where you are. Regis, I've got the suspects holed up. What's your status?
Good job, Lau. I've been doing some digging in here.
Oh, pass her up.
Apparently, their intended destination is Fulcrum Tower.
The tower? In an aerostat? Why?
Let me send you the files.
Freeze!
Freeze, motherfucker! Blap, blap. Speaking of those cubes, I really need to get some when I use them in the slow cooker. Oh! Scientologist, this is fucking delicious. Like, slow cookers are amazing. Like, honestly, if you're watching this stream and if you don't have yourself a slow cooker, go and buy yourself a slow cooker right now. It's so easy. Just fire everything you want into it and just let it cook. It's like one of those things, like whenever Guy, Nightmare Mode Go, talks about his 24-hour bolognese, like, I just want to try it. Like, see if I like fucking die before I try 24-hour bolognese, I'd be very, very upset. Fire it when you get up, give it a stir at lunch, slam it your move in the evening. Slow cooker's the best thing you've ever bought, Mick. Yeah, they're fucking great. Slow cooker Japanese curry. I can sweat in here. Sweating.
Hi there. Are you alright?
Get nuked. You're the one who tried to kill me in the first
Yeah,
place.
nuke, motherfucker. What makes you think that? No, I didn't. The circumstances were different.
Yes, I planted the bomb. I apologize for what I did, but I can't take it back.
Why are you trying to kill me?
I wasn't, specifically, but something very important was on the line. My judgment was affected, but now that's been resolved. You're safe with me now.
Nuke you, man! I need to get out of here. Get out of my way. I'll shoot.
No, you won't.
You gotta get yourself a slow cooker. I do my curries and chilies in a Dutch oven. Very nice. Like, the curry that I made there last week, I was just... So, like, just basically, I just had a big pot, and I had, like, the onions... What did I do? I had the like I made a roux first from, like, the spices and flour, butter, and thing all that, so it was just, like, a paste, basically, and that was, like, my curry paste. And then with the whatchamacallit, with everything else, it was like, so it was like the onions, carrots, had that with oil, had that cooking. I think I had something else in there, I can't mind. I think I had some other spices as well. And then, yeah, and I actually cooked all the other vegetables separately. Had them like different textures and stuff, so I say like basically boiling them. I had potatoes in there as well, sorry. Yeah, and just cooked everything separate, so like peppers, mushrooms, all that kind of stuff. And then in the end, you just fire it all in with vegetable stock. So it's like just simmering away and all that. Then get like a slotted spoon and get your paste. So put it in the liquid. So you got some liquid. So you got some liquid in the spoon, and then you just keep adding like the paste into it, dissolving it into the pot, and it's fucking good. the term Dutch oven is ruined in your head, and you're sitting in bed with some raw chicken farting away. Amazing. Yes, Gav. Hello. Are there any naughty boys playing click games in here? Not at all. I'm a very, very good boy, and I'm very, very, I've not done a naughty thing in my entire life. Just chats about cooking curry today, yeah? There's not been any naughty chats spoken at all, so... Ah, fuck, here we go, Spoke too soon. It's dissolving into Metal Gear. Right, Mick has redeemed 3,000 glass checks for a grot shop story. Right. I've decided now for like grot shop stories, I'll come out of the game, and have it this way. So yeah, so I was thinking before I started the stream, I'll have some more. I was thinking before the stream started, like what story will I tell if people redeem something. But yeah, so I've got like a wee one. A wee one. It's a good one though. I think it's good. So, in the grot shop, you wouldn't get a lot of people phoning you up. You had a phone, but not a lot of people would phone you. The only people who would usually phone would be what's his name? What name did I give to the old guy that comes in the shop all the time? Was it Andrew? Or was it Ben? No, Ben was my part-timer. I think it was Andrew. Yeah, it was Andrew. Andrew was the old boy. So yeah, the only people who would really phone you would be Andrew, and then like your boss, regional manager, owner of the company, and all that. Owner of the company is he's a good one to kind of talk about, I suppose, at some point. But anyway, so yeah, and then the other people who'd phone up would be people prank calling you, because obviously they see a sex shop and they're like, haha, go like call that up and stuff. Like usually it would be children like phoning you up and stuff and asking you if you got dildos and stuff, and they think it's absolutely hilarious because they're children. So, and then the other one that would phone you up would be people who are pleasuring themselves and talking to you on the phone. Which is always men. It's always men phoning you up and they're quite clearly wanking themselves. Your voice. So, one time that happened, so I used to kind of just play along, because I was like, I'd be that bored in the shop. I'd be like, fuck, I'll entertain these fuckers for a little bit. And then, so like, there's one time where one of them phoned up and he was very, very clearly pleasuring himself. And he kept on saying to me that he wants to fuck me in a shower. That's all he could really say. He was just like, oh, I'm going to fuck you in the shower. I want to fuck you in the shower and stuff and all that kind of stuff. And he was very, very excited. And so I was just like, okay, what? I'm just going to play along with this. So I was like, yeah, cool, man. Just like speaking like that. It's like, yeah, cool, man. I'll let you fuck me in the shower. No worries. I was like, if anything, make sure it goes two ways, and like, I want to then fuck you in the shower. Is that okay? And he's just like, no, I want to fuck. No one. He's like, no one's going to fuck me in the shower. He's like, I want to fuck you in the shower. I know. I was being polite about it, and just seeing what I would do, because I was just bored. And then I just kept them like stringing him along, and then I was like, you know what, man? Tell you what, it's like, you know the phone number to the shop. It's like, do you know the address? And he's like, oh yeah, I know where it is. And he's like, I know where it is. I was like, well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you come down to the shop tomorrow morning? I was like, the shop opens up at 10 o'clock. Like, why don't you come down at 10 o'clock? My name's Fernando. Like, I was like, I'm a fuck giving this guy my real name. Like, my name's Fernando. If you come down at 10 o'clock, ask for Fernando. And I was like, we actually have a shower in the shop. We don't have a shower in the shop. I was like, you know what, come down, 10 o'clock, ask for Fernando. I was like, I'll let you fuck me in the shower. And he was like, yes. He's like, yeah. he was loving it. And he was like, so will you be there tomorrow? Will you be there tomorrow? I was like, I'll be there tomorrow. I was like, 10 o'clock. Come fucking speak to me, Fernando. I was like, we'll do it. And then, he hung up the phone on me. And that was that. I was like, you know what? Abby Kira, just dropping in from the Discord again. Love is in the air. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming by. Thank you so much. Mr. Callums, good afternoon. Have I just arrived in the middle of a grot shop story again? You have. You certainly have. And now Minute is raided by a party as well. in the middle of a grot shop story. I was kind of nearly coming to the end of the story. It's not a big one. I was basically just saying about how you have a phone in the shop and not a lot of people would obviously phone you up or anything like that. The only people who would phone up be like the old guy, old Andrew, just to kind of have a little blather with you, and then everyone would be like kind of kids phoning you up to prank call you. Then it'd be like your regional manager or the owner of the company phoning you up and stuff just to get figures and shit like that for the day. But then you'd also get people who are phoning you up to masturbate to your voice. So I'm just telling the story about the one guy who I kind of strung him on for a wee bit, and I said that my name's Fernando. He really wanted to fuck me in the shower, so I was like, oh yeah, my name's Fernando. If you come down to shop at 10 o'clock tomorrow, there's a shower in the back. I was like, I'll let you fuck me in the shower and stuff. And after like a while, after the phone call had been done and stuff, I was sitting there going, what if this guy actually turns up? Like, this wasn't like the first time I'd messed around with someone. Usually they're all talk. No one ever turns up to the shop or anything like that. I was like, what if this guy does? And I have proper like strung him on quite a wee bit here. But 10 o'clock in the morning went by, 11 o'clock went by, he didn't turn up. They don't fucking, none of them ever turn up. They're all fucking, and then I'd have to shag him. No, he was the one wanting to shag me, so I just need to let him shag me. But yeah, they're all fucking talk, man. They're all absolute talk. They're all cowards. They're all absolute cowards. I set a date, I set a time, and they don't turn up. They don't fucking turn up. The kind of other one on that is the like kids phoning you up and stuff, like, oh, do you have a dildo? And all that kind of stuff. I used to be like, oh yeah, we've got dildos. Like, it's like we got a new one, and I used to make up names for them and stuff. So I was like, oh, we got like the what was it? We got like the fart box pounder, fucking like shite like that, and like gut rearranger, all that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, are you phoning up for your mum again? I know that she comes to the shop often. It's like, if you want to put it aside for her and stuff, just wind them up. So I used to do that, and you'd hear like all the wee pals, because they'd have me on like speakerphone and stuff, and then like the moment you go, oh, is it for your mum again and all that, you just hear like all the kids like roaring the laughter, like, hey! So it's like, you've come to prank phone me. I've just pranked you, boy. Just pranked you. So there you go. Fucking fart box pounder. Whatever ones I come up with. Oh, the Black & Decker Fanny Wrecker 9000. Always a fucking good one. But so that is your grot shop story for 3,000 class checks. Thanks very much, Mick. Hope you enjoyed it. Bobby Skinner. That's a good one. Can it be a good Your Ma reference? I know, a good Your Ma reference goes a long way in Scotland. Also, it seems like my webcam's quite jittery today. I don't know if it's just me, or if it's quite jittery for you today. Don't know what that is. I noticed it quite a bit when I had it full cam there. It looked quite jittery. Ain't nothing I can do about it. Not that I know of, anyway. But yeah, that is your grot shop story. 3,000 glass checks. I hope you all enjoyed it. I like how everyone like piles in when it's that time. Right, okay, so she's now woke up, she's got her joke gun, she's pointing at us, and alright, we're telling her that we had to bomb her apartment, basically. You look like a good person.
I can see it in your eyes, and the way you're holding that weapon. You don't want to shoot. You're a good person.
You don't know me!
You've got rookie
Deep
eyes.
down, you know I just want to help you, and you want that help too.
You're not going to shoot me. That's how I...
Regis, you still there? Uh-oh.
And he got shot. Right, we got a gas tap here.
Yep, they keep helium in here as well.
Okay, so that's more helium. We got a hatch.
Anyone comes through that door, Chantel, you make them regret that decision.
Got it.
Hey, 3
Right. Let's see what the script is in here.
Regis! You just shot a cell agent trying to help you!
He tried to kill me!
Hang on, Regis. Wait a minute. I know you. You're the girl who was with Dr. Vargas. Galatea, right?
Gala what?
You alright?
I'll be fine. Apparently it wasn't as empty as I thought. The counter must have had a charging plate.
More to the point, how did she shoot you with your own signature weapon?
I'm not sure.
Hold still. Just need to scan you.
Let's give you a wee cheeky wee scan. Give you a cheeky wee scan.
Regis? Why does this girl have half of your genome?
What?
This girl, who yesterday was introduced as Dr. Vargas's daughter.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Vargas doesn't have a daughter. Oh my god.
So this is our daughter.
God, he couldn't have.
What? What is it?
That son of a bitch. I know who you are, and I'm so sorry.
Oh. Oh, that says we're on to the final chapter now.
You can't withdraw the embryo now! We're finished without it!
What part of no wasn't clear, Baxter? We've decided not to use our embryos in the project. We'll find another way to do it.
You don't know what's at stake. Our reputations, our whole careers could be made or broken by this.
Dr. Baxter, we've made our decision.
He's poisoned you against us. Don't let his antiquated morals stand in the way of what we can achieve here.
Thanks to Charlie, I've seen things from a more holistic perspective. There's more to life than the project.
Bah! Bah!
Thanks, Vicky.
Thank you, Charlie. We're starting our lives together, and that's what's most important to me.
Oofed. The big scud in the heat.
Do you know what will happen when this project fails? There's nowhere left to go for me after this. My career is in ruins. I've no future without this project.
It's in fucking
See,
ruins.
Dr. Regis, you have ended me.
Oofed. Throw her away.
You have ended me.
That's a dead lassie.
Vicky.
My god. So that means that this girl is...
They must have continued their research after I left the project. Duplicated the embryo to use as a baseline.
Wait, that means I'm your... Oh, Nuke, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Max, this is my daughter.
Your daughter, baby.
What was that?
Him to do
The
some
engines
docking.
have cut out.
Or we've arrived.
Uh-oh.
Damn, they got past.
Looks like we're not just stopped. We're docked. Uh-oh. I recognize that office.
Sorry, I just had to quickly. Oh, cool. I've got control now. So I had to permit the word cunt, so I guess Gav could use it there. Like, what have I missed? What have I missed? Gav used to love the names like this of the stuff that they have on fucking machines.com. Big things like the cathedral. The cathedral put the fear of God in you. Amazing. The Patricia. Oh man. The fear of God comes from 3 interchangeable attachments. The biggest attachment for the cathedral one is in the shape of a cross where you're feeling very adventurous. Kind of brings it to the title. I'll say now, but didn't that twist feel a little bit obvious earlier? I thought she was the daughter as well, because everyone kept on going like, "Oh, are you Indian? Are you Indian?" And like the only other Indian character in this was his wife, so it's just like, right, you know, that's the connection there. But hey ho. You're saying about like big the big fucking machines and stuff. I like see like straight away when you're saying about the cathedral, all I can think about is like cathedral city cheese. Like the end of it would just be a big block of cheese. Cathedral City. Cathedral City on beans and toast. Big bit of cheese right inside you. When you're saying that, fucking, we used to get like magazines through, like industry magazines on the sex industry, I guess so. Like all different toys that are coming out, all that kind of stuff, like the news. Modified Sprite, hello, find someone with a similar accent and not a Ouija one. Hello, Modified Sprite. Thank you very much for coming by. Hope you're comfy, hope you're cozy, hope you enjoy the stream. We're talking about fucking machines and sex stuff as well, so there you go. There's always an option to poke some holes into cathedral cheese. Turned into makeshift Swedish cheese. But yeah, we used to get the industry magazines coming through and stuff. And I remember one of them had like an advert and it was for dildos that looked like the Queen's head. I cannot remember for the life of me what it was called. They had a smashing good name, like I can't even mind. But some company was making dildos out of famous people's faces. Big Lizzie. Like Simeons, basically. Mean Machines, not the dildo. Her Royal Highness dildo. I can't even mind what it is. The Crown Jewels. I cannot remember what it's called and it's killing me. Like, after the stream, the Monarch Molester. That's fucking great. I can't even, like, after this I'll try and find them and I'll let yous know. I can't remember who else they made dildos off though. I just remember one of them being the Queen. I was like, out of all the things they could stick in someone's body, that's the last thing I would want stuck inside me. I fucking hate her. I was tempted to buy the ones that look like an Avatar's junk. Fucking hell. I know that they did Avatar fleshlights. They'd be like, hey, I'm fucking one of those Avatar folk. Just horrid. Like blue fanny. I just googled because I'm no fear and it came up Buckingham Phallus. I think that might have been it, the Buckingham Phallus. I am done. Modified Sprite, is it gold? Because I think I remember it being gold. The wife definitely wanted the Ramstein ones. You can only get them second hand now. Ooh, that's not good. I seen like the Ramstein ones are ripping, like, because it's a big set, and it's like it's every member of Ramstein. It's their actual cocks have been made into dildos. Really good. Buckingham Phallus. Why the fuck does it look like a chess piece? I mean, why not? Ramstein dildos. Oh, did you not know? That was for... I think it was promo stuff for... So not their last album that came out, the one before it. I can't remember what fucking album that was called. But they had that... They don't have a song called Pussy or something like that. It was for that, I think. Buckingham Phallus, there you go. All IRL. Nearly missed you sliding in there. How's it going, pal? Thank you very much for popping by. Libra is Fella Ada. Oh, yeah, however you pronounce it. Yeah, but it was big collector's edition for that album. From what I remember, they're all like see-through. Very good. Good shit. Right, who are we playing as now? We're playing as Regis. Right, okay.
Come on, let's get off this aerostat.
Okay, let's get off it. Go. Right. Nothing remains in the control room except for the slaughtered bodies of several hired guns. Okay. I guess we're just fucking off now.
Galatea, my dear, don't do this.
It's too late to stop me now, Father.
Father!
Damn it.
Someone should make one
She
for
sealed
pure
the
steel.
elevators. I'll try a breach.
Charlie, we must stop them. I fear her plans risk endangering the entire city.
Cram it,
It
you
wouldn't
son of a
surprise me if
bitch.
there is one for pure steel, to be
You
honest.
cloned my
Like
embryos
fucking
after Vicky was gone.
typo
Then you
negative
continued
fella.
the experiments after I was out of the picture.
Dr. Regis, I can only imagine how you must feel.
What did I just say? You don't get to talk. Max, what do we know about this? About Galatea's plan?
Well, she has a dense storage module full of stolen mind states, and apparently she's now taken Central's processor core by force.
I mean, there are pictures of his phallus online because he did a news spread for a mag. So he did. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. And a lot of folk fucking absolutely love him. A lot of lassies love that man. He was a good looking dude, to be honest. So, why the fuck not? Why the fuck not?
Maybe she's holding the city to ransom? Like 20 billion quanta before sunrise or I destroy Central?
That sounds like a bit of a cliche.
Doesn't explain the mind jackings either.
Fine, you're the detective. You come up with something better.
I fear that I know what she intends. As it stands, Central serves not merely to coordinate city operations.
It doesn't?
No, Dr. Lau. In fact, this may represent one of mankind's greatest achievements. I have been using its position, one of absolute trust and resources, to teach it.
Teach it? About what?
About life, the world, the human condition, what it means to share the world with us. I and the city have given it a position on high, from which it can observe everything.
At the cost of its duties to the city?
I believe not, Dr. Regis. However, Galatea shared your concern. She believes it important that Central's intellect be suitably equipped sooner rather than later.
Oh, God. Regis, what do we have to do to the maid when we wanted it to behave in a different way?
We gave it a new personality.
She's taken the mind states of experts across a number of fields. She wants to combine them into a gestalt, all-knowing personality for Central.
Galatea wishes to skip over the years of education it may otherwise have taken and create an all-knowing leader for the city overnight.
With a combined experience of about 8 centuries from the mind-jacking victims.
Please, you must stop her. She'll have to upload the gestalt personality from the cortex matrices at the top of the tower.
We'll stop her, but I'm not doing this for you, Central, or the city. It's for the people whose lives have been the cost of your glorious work. For Vicky, for our kids. Come on, Lau.
Pretty fucking cool, though. Pretty great, like a god, basically.
Nina, I did not know you were still here.
Nobody else is doing any work. It looks like it's up to me to salvage this project.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate your attitude. But we have lost half of our team in one fell swoop. Poor Viksha. I cannot say that I blame Charlie for removing the embryos from the project after that.
Mm-hmm. Embryos.
I know that look, Nina. There is something that you are hiding.
Maybe.
My God, this data. You...
Here's the thing about embryos. While they're at the 6 to 8 cell stage, they're very easy to split. It's been the basis of cloning for a century. It's how twins are made.
You duplicated Viksha and Charlie's embryo.
Mm-hmm. He's happy he's got his embryo back. I'm happy that I've got another 3 full embryos to continue the project.
I'm not sure what to say.
Say thanks to me, and say nothing to Charlie. When Central is born, he'll assume we found another solution. This can just be our little secret.
Shady goings-ons. Guy up there having a big fucking kip. Alrighty, we have control again. That means I can catch up and chat. I looked up and I just fucking I burst out laughing when when Andrew said like while one of the band members has an absolute hog. I read that surely the kind of the dialogue there and it ruined me. He's got big daddy energy, not gonna lie. This is where my game resumed the other day, but I remember a little further, so fuck knows. So you might have just not finished it. Wild. Unless we're like, this is like, there's only like one thing to do here or something like that. Probably not. Aye, but Andrew, I remember when I looked at it, I was like, holy fuck, one of the boys does have an absolute banger of a dick. Like, it was like proper like Coke can girth to it. It's like a big can of Pepsi. Big monster can of Monster. Right, we've got cable reel. Right.
We're getting a signal. The antenna's broadcasting. Now use the controls in the turbine room to give us access to the tower's security.
Right. The body. What remains of a body, in a way. All you can examine are a man's boots. The rest of his body remains pressed under the platform. Take his boots. Most of the man's body has been crushed by the elevator platform. You're not sure whether he fell first, but the eventual result has rendered that point moot. I remember pass here, but no achievement. Very confused. Doesn't really matter though. I just looked and I'm terrified. Terrified of that man's banger. Someone needs to fucking put a fucking lead on that. Someone put a fucking lead on that man's dick. Right. Might actually been fucking it might actually been Big Tills, the lead boy from Rammstein. I know that he's a massive shagger. Like the last video that they did is basically a porno. It just turns into a porno. The Tillhammer, aye, that's what he calls his absolute man weapon. His meat missile. But yeah, like it starts off like I guess a normal-esque Rammstein video, and then it just goes into like full porn. And I think you have to watch it on like their website, or it's on like Pornhub, something like that anyway. But it's just him full on shagging, like proper fucking, like it's an orgy. It's just him firing into folk, left, right, and center. It's wild. I was like, just thinking about it, it's just like, you know what, like if he's sitting there as like an artiste, you know, sitting there going like, you know, I've written this song, or me and the rest of the guys in the band have written this song, what music videos go? They're all sitting round, oh, what kind of music video will we do for it? And he's just like, has to be me shagging loads of women, and they're like, oh, but we want to shag lots of women. He's like, no, I'm the man. I'm shagging all the women, and they've all like vetoed it, and he's just like, I'm Rammstein, and he's just like slot it through anyway, just like without telling them. He just went under the big massive fuck fest. He's like, right, that's the music video done. I like to think that's what's happened anyway. But the elevator as well. We just crushed him even more. Okay, so what is this cable reel anyway? The portable antenna has been deployed, lifting high enough to broadcast its signal. Okay. To a console. A control console handling the communications fiber line that runs into Central, being hooked up to a portable antenna. I can just imagine him like whapping it out on the table and be like, this is a job for me. This is a job for me and my fucking weapon. And they use a big massive dick, so it's gotta be me. The antenna's already been deployed and is apparently working as planned. Surely we don't want it. We'll have a look in the old processor's core. What the fuck is this?
My God, they actually did it.
Some mad shit. Is it like they turned the tower into essentially a giant brain?
I've had enough of this stuff. I ran tests on the prototypes for this stuff in the lab. I never thought they'd make so much of it. No way in hell I'm getting in that thing. No way in hell I'm getting in that thing. I'm not certain, but based on its connections to the organic circuitry, it's probably an interface system.
You know, it is like proper just organic systems. Mad as fuck. Right. But he doesn't want anything to do with that. So I'm guessing like that will be something for Sesame. Or Latha. Does that mean Hingy is her real name now?
We're getting a signal. The antenna's broadcasting. Now use the controls in the turbine room to give us access to the tower's security.
Okay. Oh, so we can swap from different characters. Oh, that's interesting. Right, okay. Give her a wee go sitting in this.
Whoa, what is this stuff? Whoa.
Skittish. Yeah, so Jansel is here.
Mandala.
Nice to see you. Oh, you betrayed me.
You two-faced lying backstabber.
I apologize, Mandala.
You sold me out. They knew I was coming. What did you get out of it? How much was I worth?
Mandala, please.
You are going to regret crossing me. I have had enough of being used.
Please, be reasonable.
Get nuked. The only reason you're even here is because you're still relaying through me. Remember this moment. It's the last time you'll ever see the inside of Central.
See you later, eh? So we got a data shunt. Do we have any emails? Just the last one from Jansel about meeting up. So we got a connection to the visual systems. Okay. So, yeah, we need to get into the turbines, but the murderer, the brainjacker, is waiting there to get us. Okay, so things that we could do. Turbines on standby now then. We can call service drone. Fuck is this? Guess we just need to try and get along. Maybe like use a drone to shock him or something like that.
Guess it just got eaten up by the machinery.
Oh, okay. That UFO looks like they should be working for Bison. Like Jensel's. Yeah. Very Bison vibes about it. Okay, so I just went into the machine. I guess we need to turn it off then. Because that went back on. Suppose that maybe it only just goes on for a little while. Yeah, okay. So we went along. So we'll turn the power off.
Huh. Guess Guess it just got eaten up by the machinery.
Still getting eaten up by machinery. Very interesting. Seems like we can't get it to go down to that level anyway. It's bad because I don't really see where it goes because this menu's in the way. Right. I don't know. Come back to that. Yeah, see, I thought we needed the turbine off as well, but God knows. We'll come back to it. We'll keep exploring around. So we can talk to Central. Yes, or go into Central.
Good evening, Miss Sesame.
Central, are you connected to this system as well?
From a certain frame of reference. This system is Central. You are currently interfaced with my core processor.
This room.
The room full of orange globes is your core processor?
Only part of it. My processor spans the top 5 floors of Fulcrum Tower. The room in which your body resides is my organic processor network. The simulated environment you currently perceive is an interface that covers my architecture.
You're an organic computer.
I've only ever seen organic computing at the microscale. What's with the huge globes?
Those are neural processors. Each is filled with specialized tissue clusters. Suspended in wetware, they represent thousands of minds worth of processing capability.
You use brain tissue?
Of a specially designed nature in vast quantities. Similar to that found within your own cerebrum.
Why would they create you like that?
It allows for a unique structure to my thought and to my development. Central is no mere civic manager. I was created as the next stage in artificial intelligence.
Wait, you said our brain tissue is similar.
You are Latha Sesame SN134244. We share a common genesis in Dr. Vargas' experiments in 2067.
You're using my gray matter?
Inaccurate. We both began from the same embryo, which was split into 3 triplets. One was developed to produce large quantities of neural tissue.
And the others were spares?
As the modification to the brain structure took place before the pluralization, we share a number of traits which enhance our comprehension of data.
It's funny. All my life I kept telling people I was made for the trance.
As were we both. The prenatal modifications remain within you and have affected brain development.
Do you know Dr. Regis?
I am aware of the activities of everyone within the city. Regis, Charles, Doctor, Case Specialist, Centralized Emergency Logistics Office.
That's him. He tried to kill me last night.
This is incorrect. Tried implies effort towards a targeted outcome. Analysis of data provided indicates that he has made no attempt on your life.
But my apartment? He destroyed it? He admitted it.
This is correct. It appears that his goal was material destruction under duress. Knowing of your presence, probability that he would have carried out such actions drops to 21.4%.
You're saying he wouldn't have done it?
Dr. Regis is often uncooperative and has a difficult working attitude. Despite such quirks, behavior patterns indicate justice as a key motivator. If he had known of potential civilian casualties, he would likely have sought assistance against said blackmailers from his partner.
Huh. So you're saying he's one of the good guys?
As much as could be mathematically determined.
One of the fucking good boys, isn't he?
I grew up in a nuked-up care home in the back end of the city, and Regis apparently had his children stolen from him.
Okay.
Why didn't you tell any of us about this?
Deceit has created a most regrettable situation. You have both been victims of serious crimes against your persons. I have only recently been made aware of these details.
You didn't know? They didn't tell you where you came from?
Details have been falsified for my input. I have been unaware of our links. I had, however, noted inconsistencies in the information I had been given regarding the project.
Gaps in the story.
I have been conducting my own clandestine investigation into the matter. It is only in light of the recent crisis that I have been able to confirm the truth.
Now that you know about it, what are you going to do?
I am unable to change the fact that I was created. There is evidence of Dr. Vargas' culpability in a number of felonies. To ensure city security, he will be held accountable for his actions by a secure committee.
Frankenstein's monster rises up against its creator.
I act only in the city's interest.
Hello, cat. Yes, that's Cake. Cake the cat. and she just had her lunch there. Usually she comes up to try and bothers us for a little bit, but she only just came up for a little bit and then just fucked off, so not bad. Do you know what's going on?
Do you know what's happening out there?
My flow of data from outside the tower has been severed. It appears that Galatea Vargas is attempting to modify core systems without authorization. Based upon the lockdown and lack of submitted proposals, it is likely to be a radical alteration. This cannot be permitted.
Cake. Why is Cake called Cake? I like it. Just wonder if there's an origin. Yeah, there's a character in Adventure Time called Cake, which is a cat. So there's a cat called Cake in Adventure Time. So yeah, there's within Adventure Time there's a parallel universe. So instead of Finn the human and Jake the dog, it's Fiona the human and Cake the cat. So yeah, there's a bunch of episodes where it goes into the parallel universe and it follows the Fiona and Cake, and it's very, very good. I never actually watched it. I definitely watch Adventure Time. It's ripping. They've it's like 10 seasons, but there's like a lot of episodes per season, but they're only like 10 minutes long. I just recently just got seasons 1 through 5 on Blu-ray. Yeah, so me and my wife are re-watching it again, although we haven't actually finished season 10, so we don't know how it finishes because it's finished now. But they do like one-offs every now and then with some of the other characters and shit. So yeah, don't know how it ends. We'll get there at some point, but I absolutely love Adventure Time. One of my faves. Yeah, that's where Cake's from, and usually that's what, like, when we take her to the vets and stuff to get her like our boosters and stuff. All the vets, they just go like, why the fuck is she called Cake? Or like you're sitting there and they'll be like, someone will come through and be like, okay, appointment for Cake, and then you see like people looking around expecting, like, I don't know, maybe someone to bring through a big cake, and I just me, bald man with a wee cat. So it just gets up. Mr. Cabbage, you thought that. Good name. Thank you very much. You're terrible at watching actual TV programs. Too busy watching streams on YouTube shite. Scientologists, I'm the absolute same. Like, I barely watch TV, and if I do watch TV, it's the same shite that I've watched over and over again. Like, I basically constantly rewatch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Trailer Park Boys. It's basically what I watch. I've watched it so many times, and I keep watching it because it makes me happy. I rarely try new things. Like I finished Dorohedoro on Netflix last week. That's because like I've read a bunch of the manga. I was like, oh yeah, I really like the manga. I will watch the anime. But yeah, I mainly watch streams and YouTube. Over that, I'm listening to music. I listen to a lot of music, so. Schitt's Creek is guaranteed to make you happy. My wife, Vixen, she's watched it all like several times, and she absolutely loves it. And every time I sat there and it's been on, I just couldn't get into it. I think it's one of those ones like maybe I should watch it from the start or something like that, but jumping into, like, I don't know who those characters are. Like, I find from an outsider looking in at clippets of it, I go, the majority of these characters fuck me off. Like, I really don't like them. But then everyone goes, oh, but the characters are like legit are amazing in it. I've just never given it time. The Glitch one David O'Reilly animated is brilliant. I love them do the weird ones with different styles. Yeah, like I really like the claymation one with the storm. Really fucking good. And sometimes it's not like you don't like telly, just you have a weird brain barrier sound. Yeah, I mean I get that. I totally understand that. Mr. Calvin, you love Dorohedoro. Give it a go because of the shots of the manga that Guy shared. Yeah, that's pretty much the reason why I started it as well, because like I liked the scratchy kind of punky art style of it, and I liked a lot of them. I liked Eamon's costume and stuff, because it was very kind of, it was just very, very punk aesthetic to it. And I was like, oh man, that looks cool as fuck. And then that's what I started reading into it, and I was like, this is an acid trip, basically. It's amazing. It's so good. It definitely needs to be watched to start for the good character development. Yeah. But then a part of me is just like, I can't be arsed getting involved with it. Just like I don't want. It's like I'd rather do other things, you know. But this Davey has redeemed 3,000 glass checks for a grot shop story. So we'll get cat's arse. See, this looks quite choppy to me. I don't know if this is my screen that's doing it. Is the frames absolute shite in this? Like, let me know if the frames are shite, because that looks really kind of choppy to me. It's never usually that choppy. It's not perfect, but it's never easily that bad. It's a little choppy, but not bad. Not much I can do. There's not much I can do. Cake is I've got a wee easy peeler up here. Cake's just launched on the ground. The Callums, yeah, I like the visuals. When I watch the anime, the OP, yeah, the anime is fucking great for it as well. It's not like you're dancing yet. Yeah, get your time. Hey, you want to stop fucking about with small piles of fruit that I keep heading up here. Right, Mr. Callums, I'm going to throw this one over to you. Ask me a question for the grot shop. Hey! Oh my god! Stop throwing oranges! Right, hold on. I need to put this fruit away. Can't leave fruit out because it just gets attacked by cats. While you think of a question, I'm gonna go and nip for a quick wee pee. I'm not even gonna bother putting yous on the be right back thing. I'll just leave it to yous. Also, does everyone like my Hideo Kojima as Gendo Akari t-shirt? Pretty fucking good. Pretty fucking good. Right. There's a block of cheese on the floor. Aye, it's one of Cake's toys. This is basically Cake's like playroom, and it's my playroom as well. It's a good shirt. It's actually for a Glasgow-based grindcore band called Gendo Akari as well. So, and they've got like two. Yeah, and like all they're basically an Evangelion grindcore band based in Glasgow. They're fucking well good. Anyway, Mr. Callums. Also, I don't know why I said Mr. Callums, because it was Davey. It was Davey that came up. It was, yeah, because I realised it when I went away. I was like, did I say Mr. Callums come up with a question? No, Davey. Sorry, Mr. Callums. Davey, you come up with a question for me about it. I've got a wee story I can tell. Yeah, I was through there draining my lizard, and I was just like, did I say Mr. Callums? It was Davey. You can go over with that question, or you can go with a story. Like, I've got a story in my head. Because I did mention about the owner of the company, who is quite an interesting dude. If you want to know about him, I can tell you about him. Let's go with story. Cool. I'm only saying that because with that question, no one tried returning anything that they've used or anything like that. So if there was, I probably would have went on and been like, yeah, there was this one time that kind of happened and stuff. Thankfully, no one ever came in with like fucking crusty butt plug or anything. I mean, it doesn't work or whatever, you know. I'm new. Yeah, modified. You are new. What's this grok shop story times? So, a good couple of years ago, I used to run and manage a sex shop in Edinburgh, based in Leith. It's the only sex shop in Edinburgh, and it's also the oldest sex shop in Scotland as well. So I used to do that for a living, to sell porn and sell sex toys for a living. So when people ask me, like, oh, what is it you do and stuff, and like I would say, like, oh yeah, I used to, well, at the time, oh, I'm a manager for a sex shop and stuff. People go like, holy fuck, right, I want to know questions, or they want to know stuff, or they want to know stories. So I thought, integrate that with this, with the channel points. So for my channel points are called glass checks. So for 3,000 glass checks, you get a grok shop story. That's basically it. People love it. People hang around for ages just to they save up their glass checks and then they get them redeemed. So that's what that is, man. So we'll go with the owner of the company now. Yeah, so he was like a proper nice. So he was a proper like old dude. He was not proper old dude. How old would he have been? I want to say that he was in these like late 60s, early 70s maybe. Still working away, owns a company. Like, the dude has got money. He's got a fuck ton of money, but he doesn't like to show it. It's probably one of the reasons why he has a lot of money, because he doesn't really spend it. So yeah, he would come up to the shop every now and then, and like, he just generally just liked hanging around the shops and stuff. I guess he was just proper, just like the ultimate grok king. Excuse me. But like, he would tell me stories, because like I would say to him, like, fucking, like, you've been in this game for a long time. Like, surely you've got stories and stuff. And like, yeah, he told me like a few of these stories and stuff. But a wee bit more about him. Fucking, what will we call him? We'll call him Kirby. We'll call him Kirby. I'm only saying that because got that wee sleeping Kirby. Ain't he cute? Oh, zooming in on him. Focusing. Yeah. We'll call him Kirby. So yeah, Kirby. So yeah, he started the organization way back in the day, and he was a young lad when he did it. So this is when like kind of porn was very kind of taboo within the UK. Like, I think it was almost illegal basically. So like, what he used to do is like, so he used to, basically his whole business sort of thing started. He used to go across to Germany. He would like travel to Germany and just basically fill up suitcases with porn. Legit, that's what he used to do. Fill up suitcases with German grot, and then basically illegally bring it back into the country, and then that was his stock. He would then sell that. That's what he started the company on. That's what he made a living with. Yeah, so he just selling like basically illegal German porn within the country. Fucking well good. It was that long ago as well. Like, the porn wasn't on tape. It wasn't on like, definitely wasn't on DVD, and it wasn't on VHS. It wasn't on Betamax or anything like that. It was on motherfucking film reel. So he used to go and buy reels, proper reels and reels and reels of German porn, and then come over to back home to the UK and then go up and down the country selling reels of porn. That's what he used to do, and that's how he started the company. And then yeah, he just, I think it became a thing where, you know, you have to like set up like a license or whatever it was to have a licensed sex shop and stuff, and then he went into it like more legally that way. But aye, that's how he started the company, and he's like proper pals with all these like mad, like fucking really wealthy like porn producers and stuff. So like a lot of the DVDs that we stocked and stuff, like from like bigger production companies and all that kind of stuff, bigger film studios, like he was all like fucking proper pals, like phone numbers on his phone, like off like all the owners of these companies and stuff. And like every year he would go for a big go over to France and have like big golfing holidays. Sorry, I spit in there. Big golfing holidays with all these like fucking big high-end porn fucking directors and shit. And one of the porn directors, his whole thing, so it was actually how I've mentioned before. I've mentioned Mark Dorcel because I was old Andrew's favourite. Mark Dorcel, what he used to do is like any time that they were playing golf and stuff, Mark Dorcel would turn up with like a small harem of porn stars, all women, and have them by basically wearing like next to fuck all as being a distraction on the golf course. So then like all the guys that they're playing golf with wouldn't be concentrating on the golf, they'd be concentrating on the women. Yeah, so that happened. What we got in the chat? Selling that delicious West German porn and that forbidden East German smut. Yeah, man. What happened? So you need an old-timey projector to watch it. Old-timey. So it wouldn't be old-timey back then. It would have just been like a normal projector. But yeah, they were running porn on projectors and stuff. So like, and yeah, and basically all that Kirby would eat. I only ever seen Kirby eat one thing, and that was a Greg sausage roll. I've never ever seen him eat anything else. He'd always have a wee Greg sausage roll. Because like maybe like if I was going for my lunch and stuff, like if he was popping along to see the shop and stuff, he'd be like, "Oh, if you're going to Greg's, can you get me a wee sausage roll?" So I used to always get him a wee sausage roll, and he'd just sit there and he'll take ages to eat it. Like I inhale a Greg sausage roll, but he probably took ages with it. And then I later found out that that's basically all he eats. Like folk have seen him eat outside of work, and it is just a Greg sausage roll. And I was chatting away to him, and I was saying about him, I was like, what do you eat and stuff? He's like, "Oh, I just eat Greg sausage rolls. All I eat. He wasn't like and I think he's a fairly healthy, looked healthy enough, like, but he's like, "Oh, I only eat about 1 or 2 sausage rolls a day, and that's it." So like he's getting like no calories, no nutrition. How he's alive, I have fucking no idea. Like, here, you think Kirby would be inhaling it too, eh? Aye, so that's him. I really liked him. He was fucking cool as fuck. But like, I used to vape, and he used to vape as well. He's like, he's like, he had a proper Cockney accent and stuff. He's like, "Well, you say yarn, eh?" It's like, fuck, I'm not even gonna bother trying to do the accent. I just realised I'm just gonna fucking butcher it. But he'll just be like, "Oh, I need to get off the fags as well and stuff, so I'm on the vapes and stuff." And he's like, I've had this thing for like 6 months or something like that. And he's like, "Vape niche, push." So he's like, "Oh, I've had this for like 6 months or something like that." And he's like, it tastes horrible. I was like, "I barely get any smoke out of it." Because you were actually allowed to vape in the shop. It was bad for me because I was like vaping, like there was nothing else to do. I would just fucking vape all the time. But he's like, "Oh yeah, you can vape in the shop and all that." But whatever. So he's there. He's like, "Oh, can see he's like, oh, you get like a lot of like vape out of yours. It's like, how's that? He's like, why don't I get anything out of mine? And he's like, oh, it tastes like shite as well. He's like, no matter what flavour I put into it, it tastes terrible. I was like, oh, well, when was the last time you changed the filter on it? So in case you don't know, if you've never vaped or anything like that, there's what's called coils that's inside it. Essentially, it's when you press the button on it, it heats up. It heats up the liquid to then create a vapor. So that's got it's got a bit of cotton in it as well, which then soaks in the liquid, and then the kind of the coil is usually wrapped around it, and now just heat up, creates the vapor. So you have to change these. Usually you change them about every week or every 2 weeks because they'll just get burnt out. But he didn't know he had to change them for 6 months. He's been like firing it away, this thing, and like I opened it up and it was black. It was fucked. It was proper encrusted. I was like, that's why, Kirby. That's why it's fucked. It's like, you've not changed it, and it's like, it's basically charcoal, and that's basically what he's inhaling all this time. So it was probably not very good for him. So he's like, oh, if I give you money and all that, will you go, I'll look after the shop. I'll give you money, will you go to a vape shop and stuff and get me like the fucking best of gear? So I had to like go out and buy him like all this fucking vape shit. And he's like, oh man, he's like, that's amazing. He's like, oh, you're a good lad and all that. Greg Sausage Roll's the real fountain of youth. I know, who'd have thunk it? But so that's him. So like I was asking him, I was like, man, like what's like the weirdest thing someone's ever asked from you in the shop? So he was like, oh, like way back when I was on film reel, he's like, I had 2 guys come in and they're like looking around, they look quite shifty and stuff, and he's just like, so back then you wouldn't do the whole customer service of being like, oh, I see that you're looking around for something, how may I help you? Back then in the grot game, he was just like, oh, you spoke to people like they're shit, and they will speak to you like they're shit. But he's just like, oh, what do you cunts want? And like, oh, so they were after a film that was apparently, it was quite popular way back in the day, and it was basically film of a man fucking a fish, right? Now I can't for the fucking life of me remember what the name of this fish is, but apparently it was doing the rounds, and that's why the guys were looked shady and stuff, because they're looking for a video of a guy fucking a fish. So it's not really just like the singing away as you're pumping it. The fuck, I know, right? So wait to hear this though. So, and imagine a lot of yous are going like, oh well, you're going to fuck the fish in the mouth. You're incorrect. This fish apparently has, I think it's something like, out of all the animals in the animal kingdom, it has the vagina that most resembles a human female's vagina. So, what size was the fish? I think fairly big, by the sounds of this. Yeah. So there was a video of a guy fucking a fish that has a vagina that looks and apparently feels very much like a woman's vagina. And that was the weirdest thing. That was the weirdest thing that Kirby ever got asked for, and he told him, he's like, I do not have that film. I'll never have it. It's like, you cunts are barred. It's like, if you don't leave the shop now and go kick fuck out of you, and they left. He's like, I'm not stalking that shit. But he was saying like, oh yeah, it was a real thing apparently. And so it came from a thing where people would go down to the harbours and stuff of like, and then they'll speak to like super early in the morning when the fishermen are coming off the boats. And they would always ask them if they had this fish. And like I say, I cannot remember the name of this fish, but apparently this was a big thing. Like, it was going around like mad. Like, people knew about this. So people, like guys would go down to the harbours, speak to the fishermen or coming off the boats asking if they had this fish, so they could buy it off them so they could fuck it. There you go. And that is your grot shop story for 3,000 glass checks. Thank you very much, Davey, for redeeming that. Hope you all enjoyed that wee story. How many of yous are now googling fish human vagina? Because I remember when he told me about it, I was like, that's fucking bullshit. And he's like, no. He's like, Aaron, I wouldn't lie to you. It's not bullshit. It's like, nah, that sounds like bullshit to me. Like, and I googled it because then the name of the fish was in my head, so I googled it and stuff, and like, yeah, I found loads of shit about it, and I was like, holy fuck. There you go.
We need to stop Galatea, but maybe I should just leave it to the trained cell agents.
Our situation is grave. We are unlikely to receive outside support in time. As such, all personnel assets within the core must be utilized.
So, you want my help?
Your unique physiology enables a connection to the organic systems available to no other. In addition, your 65,717 logged hours of transactivity suggest proficiency in this field.
Is it really that many?
Your support within the interactive environment greatly increases our chances of success.
I Google sex fish. That's as brave as I'm getting. Fuck's sake, Callums. I mean, I'll Google the queen dildos, but it's a no for me for the fishy fuckers. Right. After the stream, I'll try and find it. I'm not Googling it. Fucking hell. You're all cowards. You're cowards. What I'll do is I'll try and find it for yous. And then next stream, tomorrow, I'll update yous on the name of the fish. So then that way you can then Google the name of the fish without looking like without the cops fucking bashing your door in. Right. Can you help us stop Galatea?
Can you do anything else to help us stop Galatea?
She appears to have barricaded herself within the Cortex processor at the top of the tower. There are 3 layers of redundant security, 2 of which I have no access to whatsoever. However, I can apply my considerable processor volume to decryption of its adaptive barrier.
That's amazing. The power of the city's entire AI versus a door encryption?
But as my connections have been limited by her attack...
Sounded too good to be true.
If extra power can be routed to my systems from the turbine room, I can breach part of the door's security barrier. It would also allow me to prevent any further opportunistic attacks from outside parties.
Dr. Regis was chasing a bunch of embryos they took.
A set fertilized by Drs. Charles and Viksha Regis. One of these was utilized in research in 2067.
That was the one that was split. That became me, Galatea, and you? So, in a way, you're my sister?
An overly romanticized style. The organic tissue that is the foundation of my processor was created from her. Modified stem cells were drawn from the primary embryo in a destructive process.
Oh, so you were made from bits of my unborn sister?
That is more accurate.
Right, what was she saying again? What was Central saying again about the turbine room?
She appears to have been... There are 3 layers of redundant... However, I can apply my considerable processor volume to decryption of its adaptive barrier.
That's amazing.
But as my connections have been limited by her attack...
Sounded too good to be...
If extra power can be routed to my systems from the turbine room, I can breach part of the door's security barrier. It would also...
Right, okay, so...
Let me
we need to reroute power...
Try not to damage my hardware.
We need to reroute power from the turbine room. Or pardon me. So I don't know what we really need to do with this droid. Right, we'll come out of there. We've got the elevator, so we can go up the elevator. We also call it from down here as well.
I'd better not touch it. I might risk harming Central.
Go to Fargus's office. Anything worth picking up here?
Dr. Vargas?
Ah, Dr. Lau. It is good to see someone remaining level-headed amidst this crisis.
Oh, don't get me wrong. What was done to Regis and to these kids was appalling. But right now, my responsibility as a cell agent is to ensure the city's security and by extension, Central.
Has anyone gone up the lift yet that you can control? No, I've not sent anyone up yet. I'm just I'm going to check this floor first and then send someone up. I just don't really know who I'm going to send up yet, though.
Regis is on the warpath.
Poor Charlie. I wish he didn't have to find out about Central's true nature like this.
In a way, it's ironic. He's hated Central for years.
It reminded him of what happened. He saw it as a product born of Viksha's demise.
And now he knows that you kept using his embryos. You couldn't have just asked?
You might be aware, but the modification of embryos is a sensitive subject for Charlie. With time, he might have been brought around with reason.
But after what Baxter did...
It became more about Vicky than the embryos. At least, despite this, we were able to succeed with the best course for the city.
What does Galatea plan on doing? First, she hires a professional to steal the mind states of experts around the world. Now she's secured herself in the cortical processor at the top of the tower.
Dr. Regis surmised correctly. She plans to reshape Central's nature to her liking. A small grace is that her actions come not from a lust for power.
I'm no AI specialist. What can she change about Central?
In its current format, Central is an adaptive system. It will learn from experience and apply that experience to future decisions.
Is that really necessary in its job? Doesn't it just need to allocate resources and carry out the Council's orders?
Essentially, yes. But if that were all that it required, any other coordinator AI could be used. It may take many years, but Central will develop a character unique to Newton's needs.
But Galatea wasn't happy with this.
It was a debate we often had. She believed that Central needed to be better equipped for its role.
Apparently, she's decided to take hundreds of years' worth of expertise from around the world, by force. But why storm the control center like this? She works here. She's practically in charge of Central after you.
Because of our disagreement, she knew I would never agree to her viewpoint. It may be many years before I am gone.
She thought she needed to act sooner, rather than later?
Before Central becomes unduly contaminated by its own experience.
She's barricaded herself in the cortical processor. Triply redundant security. Do you have a way in?
If she has secured it herself, likely she has removed my credentials. The door's physical security systems are dependent upon outside power, however.
If we powered it down, we could get in?
A part of its security would be compromised, certainly. Within the trunk tower and the neural processor are the power conduits. If one is disabled, the other ensures continued energy flow to the security systems, a safety measure.
But if we can cut both at the same time...
Right.
Worst case scenario, Galatea imprints this new personality upon Central. What are the implications? Aside from the legal headache of it having come from dozens of victims.
There is no telling how this new Central would behave. What parts of the personality she has deemed important to use, we do not know.
Couldn't we remove it afterwards?
Something with a certain degree of life experience may take measures to defend its existence. Even if we were to simply remove it from the organic processors, we would be left with nothing.
There aren't any backups to restore from?
Dr. Lau, there is nothing like Central in existence. Its existence is dependent upon its constant activity, much like the human brain.
Great. So it would be Galatea Central or none. Dr. Vargas, I believe in Newton. I've lived in this city my entire life, and it's been good to me.
That is encouraging to hear. A sentiment I hope many other citizens share.
While I believe that Central is a key part of this city, revelations about its origins are troubling. My job is to ensure that it continues. My ultimate loyalty is therefore to Cell and to Newton, not to Central or to yourself, no matter your role in making it what it is today.
I understand, Dr. Lau. Thank you for your honesty.
I haven't seen any other cell corpsemen, live ones. Has support been called?
Yes, but I'm afraid that security barriers are preventing their access.
Galatea.
She has sealed the upper section of the tower, cutting us off.
Cell will probably be organizing dropships to bring them in from above.
Quite so. We will probably see reinforcements soon, but...
She might just have enough time to complete her plan. Looks like it's up to us, for now. Nina Jiang, a former colleague of yours, may be involved.
So I have heard. She has been quiet for so many years. After Central was born, she and I disagreed about its future.
As the coordinator for the city?
I wish to keep it as such. I can think of no better place for it to have the access it does to learn, to better itself.
And Nina had other ideas.
She claims to have seen potential for it elsewhere. She desired access to its organic matrix, that which makes it what it is.
Can't you just copy it? Let her have an iteration?
Such a project would be destructive to the original. There can only be one Central.
From what I've heard, she's having another crack at getting her hands on it.
She has become deluded. She thinks of herself as an estranged parent. But without support from within, she will not receive the access she requires to carry out such a plan.
I'll try to keep you updated.
Alrighty. Guess we're going up. Let's send Rigas up.
It might be useful. Call it a hunch.
Wait, that's a turbine room. But we know that guy's sitting in there. Fuck it, we'll see what happens. Yeah, he's gonna fire at us. Mountain, desperate last line of defense. Concerned how this minejacker can hold out for. Fucking grenade him.
A hand grenade carried by the strike team. It's got a variable fuse.
Oh, I think it's grenaded him. Oh. Do you think that we're able to put the grenade onto the drone? Have the drone go up and that will destroy the turbine? I think that's a good wee shout. Let's go back over to Sesame. Let's go Vegas. There you go. You pull the pin and carefully place the grenade into the drone's storage. How long is this fuse on it though?
Regis?
Okay. Oh, was there a countdown on the screen?
Under arrest.
Drone warfare. Also, can you look at the which body now? Ah, good call. Honestly, I did not see I didn't see a countdown on the screen. It's just like, again, it's just things can be so obvious to me, and I just didn't see it. You can arrest what you can't see. That is something to hold on to and just be like, that's a quote. You can arrest what you can't see.
Better not. He might end up having an accident if I have to spend much longer with him.
As in he'll poo himself.
He's not Baxter, and despite what he's done, he needs help.
We shock him.
Not that I wouldn't love to, but he's just not worth the energy.
Oh well. However, we do have access to the controls. Enable access to... Central?
Thank you. I am beginning the process of removing the scrambler on the server room door. I have removed the scrambler. Partial access restored. We are one step closer to restoring continuity to civic processes.
Shaggin. So we've got control systems there. Central has already given access to the security system and broken the scrambler on the door. Let's go to... Yeah, that guy's... Oh, we got a wee wrench, huh? Apparently this man was a technician. You take his wrench. Yeah, he's very, very flat. But I guess... Don't know what we would do with a wrench down here though. Just gonna leave him there, aye. Go up.
I wouldn't know where to start.
Okay. That's the center. Right, I want to go back over to Sesame and have a wee look. See what Central's saying.
Central?
Good evening, Lapa.
Not much. It's that time again. I need to go for another piss. Just, I'm an old man. An old man that's going right through me. But yeah, good opportunity to get yourselves another wee drink, another wee snack. Readjust yourself so you're even more comfy, even more cozy than what you were, and we'll be just right back. And that is me back. That is me back. Oh, I feel amazing. Who here is going to watch the old PlayStation 5 game thing tonight? Are you excited for it? Do you think it's going to be shite? Do you think they're even going to show off the PS5? Or are they going to show us something like the HDMI port with a warranty sticker? What do you think?
Can you do anything else to help us stop Galatea?
She appears to have barricaded herself within the Cortex processor at the top of the tower. There are 3 layers of redundant security, 2 of which I have no access to whatsoever. However, I can apply my considerable processor volume to decryption of its adaptive barrier.
That's amazing. The power of the city's entire...
But as my...
Sounded too good.
If extra power can be routed to my systems from the turbine room, I can breach part of the door. It would also allow me to prevent any further up...
So we've done that.
Let me get back to you.
Please try not to damage my hardware.
I guess there's not really that much to do in here. Scientologist, you'll be watching it, you're intrigued but you're not excited. Yeah, I'm the same. I'm actually generally not actually that excited for the new generation of consoles. I just don't think there's been anything that's gonna be like, oh, I need to have one of those. Like, now I've become a PC wanker. I'm like, well, my PC does that sort of thing, you know. Modified sprite, you will be too, but not entirely excited either, yeah. Not a consoles reveal, so I don't think they'll show the machine. But it's all about the games anyway. Hopefully see something new that's not just more graphics. Columns. And just saying, yeah, if I was a PC wanker, it'd be the same. Yeah, like, honestly, like, I've got a good PC. I've got a really, really good PC. I'm just like, the only thing it would be exclusives. Time over. But the thing is, with Xbox, they're Microsoft, so I'll get their exclusives on my PC. So there's no need to get an Xbox. And currently the way I'm looking at it, the Xbox looks like a better console. And I'm not like being biased or anything like that, because I would just buy whatever's the best console, or I'll get them all. The PS4, the PS5, the only thing that's really kind of standing out for that is like they keep on banging on about this SSD. But it's like I think you need to have more than just that, you know. It's all about exclusives, really. I don't care about teraflops or SSDs. I want good games. Yeah, I just want good games. Like they keep on banging about this hard drive. I'm like, hi, but where's your GAMs? Give me the GAMs. Again, teraflops and all. I think it's just quite a redundant thing to talk about when it comes to graphic cards and stuff. Like, sure, like you can look at teraflops and like graphics cards and stuff for a PC, but they don't. They go by the actual and stuff. So weird. You don't even notice much difference to your TV anyway. Davey, hoping that's mostly what tonight's about. I'm more excited about the Mario remaster rumors than about new consoles. Yeah, so am I. I'm more excited about like I'm really looking forward to Ghost of Tsushima, and that looks amazing. I'm looking forward to Last of Us 2, but not as much as I'm looking forward to Ghosts. And then I'm really looking forward to the new Paper Mario, and then all the stuff about the remaster as well. New Ridge Racer. You're just looking forward to lots of streams. But this, then Richie, then ECGS. Knocking over a PS5 thing. Yeah, so I'm my pal at Southie, who also streams. And me and him have said that we're going to jump on Discord tonight and shit talk all the games that are getting announced. Let's just keep on the cameras. Right, we need that wrench, so let's... I just don't know who's supposed to be up here. Can we go in higher? No. We're in the top floor. Right, we'll go down. We'll go all the way down. And we'll see about getting that wrench from... our pal. Nope. Wrong button. Button here. There you go. I was like, surely Dr. Lau can do something more than just sit around here? Maybe come up with me? Your eye, okay, we'll do that. She'd get on it as well. She can. Right, we'll both go up. Because between the two of them, they've got like good actual items and stuff, so do it that way. Snoogans with the raid. 12 people! Holy fuck! Hello everybody! Itself, it got me well excited about the new Aim Escape yesterday. We got that. Yeah, fucking. So my pal at Southie, he was streaming the first Aim Escape yesterday, and he's like proper into Aim Escape, so he knows a lot of shit about it. So he's expecting them to do like there's gonna be a new Aim Escape coming, like a remaster or something like that, which would be pretty cool. But yeah, he had a good stream yesterday. The new Aim Escape would be pretty good. Hiya pal, hello. Yeah, so hello everyone that's come from Snoogans' stream. I am Fizzy, like a lot of you probably know who I am. I stop by now and then as well, so if you don't know who I am, I'm Fizzy Joose. I am from Edinburgh. I tend to stream point and click adventure games, indie titles as well. But we're currently near the end of a game called Technobabylon, which is a cyberpunk murder mystery sort of fucking thing. It's been really, really good though. It's been ace. Been some really, really good puzzles in this, like proper puzzles where you have to get pen and paper out for, which is wild. But yeah, having a good time. How's Sekiro treating you, Snoogans? Are you winning, son? Are you winning? So I love Sekiro. I need to get back into it. I got up to like the fucking the bull. The bull fucked me up and I left it at that because I was moving house at the same time as well. Right. The lock status is secure. We got the lock power. Door security, however. The scrambler is being suppressed by the outside processing power, but the maglocks are still powered. Doors override has been activated. Has not been activated. There's a lot that needs to get done to this door though. I suppose you got the lock stats there. The lights are linked to the systems they control, so only as indicators. They have no influence over the locks themselves. Yes, beat Lady Butterfly, shouted get fucked at the top of my voice and killed her. So good. That was really good. I don't think I couldn't beat Lady Butterfly, so I kept on coming out of there to do other stuff. Sekiro's amazing. It's really, really good. I need to get back into it. Yeah, because I was playing it and then we moved, and then because we're doing everything with the house and stuff, I just stopped playing it. But I really need to get back into it, especially because it's not even my copy, it's a pal's copy. What items do we have? Right, we got a wrench. Can we do anything with that? No. Sorry, what did I say there? Click on the game. The door is resistant to physical damage. Another way to open it will need to be found. Okay. What does...
We're getting a signal. The antenna's broadcasting. Now use the controls in the turbine room to give us access to the tower's security.
We have access to... Right, okay. I might have missed something. Mick, I was quite disappointed with Sekiro. I was really looking forward to it, but I just couldn't quite with it. That sucks, man. Like I really, really liked it. But then I've not played a Dark Souls game. I've only played Bloodborne, which I fucking love, and then I played Sekiro, which I also love. Just that fast pace it just ticks a lot of boxes for me. It's really, really good. Various ominous drones. Hello. How are you, pal? Hope you're very, very well. On a 1 to 10 scale, how obtuse is this for point and click? Fuck's sake, get that changed. Get Dark Souls up, yeah. Holy fuck. Hold on, I need to plug in my fucking Steam Deck. That is a very old phone of mine. I thought it had a good battery in it. I'll just fucking plug that in up there, I suppose. I don't know how to answer your question, man. I really don't know how to. It's a very, very good point and click game. I'd highly recommend it to everyone. There's puzzles are banging though. What I'll say is the puzzles are really, really good. Yeah, so I've given the controls over to. Oh, suppose she was wanting controls, but I went, no, not you. And I'm deciding to go for Central and not her. But I don't really trust her, to be honest. So there's really no... I don't think there's anything to do in here. Let's go back. You. I get it right up, yeah. You haven't played Dark Souls? Honestly, I've never played a Dark Souls game. I own Dark Souls 2 for the 360, and as far as I've gotten with it is I installed it onto the 360. So, and what's why, like, because I got Dark Souls 2 a week after it got released, special edition for £1. £1. It was like fucking proper. I didn't even have it behind me. A lot of my shite spread all over this house. Yeah, I've got a steelbook, like a black. I think it's called the Black Armor edition of it. Yeah, I got it a week after it got released, brand new for £1. I was working a game at the time, and there's a pricing error, where all the special editions of that went to £1, and I went to my manager. I went, "This scan shows £1. Can I buy it?" My manager just went, "It's not your fault. It's not my fault. Aye, go for it." And I was like, "Right, cool." And I went, "Can I get my staff discount on that?" He's like, "Can you fuck?" I was like, "Oh, alright then." So there you go. And yeah, I installed it and I never ever played it. So there you go. I've played all the Souls and Bloodborne. That might be why Sekiro wasn't really open to the style of combat. That's probably was too much of a change for you. Has Fizzy got Dark Souls off him yet? I haven't. I'll watch if you stream Dark Souls. Never played it either. Holy fuck! Did we do a Dark Souls stream? Is that, if I do a Dark Souls stream, is that something that you will be into? Because I'll just get on PC. Do it that way. I can see you, Richie Levels is streaming. You should absolutely do it. All right, cool. Sekiro's an odd one when you're used to Souls, but once you adjust, chef's kiss. Right. I think we'll do a Dark Souls stream at some point. We might. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to think. We'll get this finished today. And then tomorrow's going to be super fun Friday time, by the way. And if you're into racing marbles, get yourself in the stream tomorrow. You're fucking about with that. We're also going to stream. We've got to stream a point and click that should take us about half an hour to complete. As a part of the Black Lives Matter IO bundle, that was a $5. It's a game called The Supper, and it's about half an hour long, but it's supposed to be fucking really good. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be racing some marbles, probably be doing some Jackbox as well. So tomorrow's going to be super fun Friday, and I reckon, depending on how well that goes, how well Super Fun Friday goes, we might do them once every Friday, the first Friday of every month, basically. Take it from there. Beefy, big Beefy, my man. Thank you very much for raiding, by the way. I hope you're very well. I hope you're keeping safe and you're keeping warm, and I hope your stream was good, man. We're just talking about me potentially streaming Dark Souls. Richie having completed Dark Souls is my go-to whenever someone says it's too hard. That is true. If he can complete it, anyone can complete it. Andrew Raspio, you're just... There you go. I need to finish Bloodborne 2. Got to the last boss inside to do the DLC. I'm somewhere in the Hunter's Nightmare. I've never done any DLC for it. I've never actually completed it either. I got up to... Okay, I can't remember exactly where I got up to. I got pretty far into it, and I should really fix that. I should play that demo I was on about before, also short. Fucking, what demo was that again? I think I went downloaded as well. I can't remember on the top of my head. Remind me what demo that was. Snuggins, there's a game in there. The party trial, yeah. It's games by Carly Rae Jepsen. Fucking wild. I think I've seen one. There's a tabletop RPG game that's is based around Carly Rae Jepsen as well. There's also a tabletop RPG game based on Persona as well, which I was like, oh, I can get into that. Have you seen those Dominique Amplemouse games in that itch bundle? I have not. Check that out. Do it. Ever Palpatine, do it. Execute Order 66. Jedi. Rebel scum. Oh, that, yeah, fucking, big time hack. Fuck. Aye, whatever. I know what you mean now. I know exactly what. I haven't tried it yet. Beefy, all good. Just pissing about for a few hours of Sea of Thieves. How's stream going? Stream's going really well. We're nearly finished this game. We've had 2 people redeem Grot Shop stories. That's been pretty good. Aye, it's been good. I'm fairly getting stuck now, though. People are talking. I like to chat away to everyone. So aye, if you've come from Beefy's stream, hello, I am Fizzy Joose. I am from Edinburgh, and I mainly play point-and-click adventure games and indie titles. This is a game called Technobabylon. It's a cyberpunk-themed murder mystery type of game. We play 3 different characters, and we're right near the end. It's been phenomenal. If you're into point-and-click games, if you're into like kind of cyberpunk aesthetics, if you like a wee murder mystery, definitely check it out. Technobabylon, and it's fucking great. It's been some really good puzzles which I've required to get pen and paper for. Remember pen and paper? It's an old technology from the old days. You might have it in your house. You might need to ask a loved one for some pen and paper. But I had to use it. There you go. Check it out. Justin whacking the big time hack. That's the one. Abakira, gotta go. Thank you very much, by the way, for hanging out and checking out the game. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe and keep warm. Putting clicks with some cool animation. Haven't played them, but pretty nice visually. Hit paper? I know. Apparently it's made from trees, which I think is bullshit, because trees are hard and paper's soft. What the fuck are we doing? Right, sorry. Central's not giving us any more information. Oh, okay, we're into a new bit. You've got a connection barrier. Okay, so she needs to hold that open. We'll go back to Lau. So for folk that don't know, that lass there, she's in sort of basically a matrix. There's a big omnipresent AI in this called Central, which is like a police tool. If you think like Minority Report, it's kind of analyzes data on kind of crime patterns and stuff. So she's actually inside Central now, so she can actually hack into it and stuff, which is pretty fucking cool. I can't even imagine what my handwriting looks now. I've barely written anything in the last few years. My handwriting is fucking garbage. Like I've just finished doing 2 years of college, and that was the first time I've like had a proper write like shit down a lot, and I'm just like looking at my handwriting going, what is this? Like I'll look at my notes and I just look at them going, nah, it could be another language. I just don't know. Sometimes I need to show people like my notes and go, what does that word say? I don't know what it says. I wrote it. It's my madman scrawlings. I can't decipher it. Honestly, it's happened several times. Anyway, video games. Right, so command access, green. System security, green. Lock power is the only thing that we've got left. The security measures are active. Apparently the override command needs to be given to force the door open. So that's nothing really she can do from here. We've got this wrench. Do we need to call Central? Be like, can you open that?
Lau, operational update as follows. You must gain access to the Cortex processor at the top of the tower. In addition, there is a 65% chance that Dr. Regis is working towards anti-civil objectives with outside parties.
I'll keep an eye on him. Lau out.
Or not.
Regis, you there?
Yes, over here. See?
Oh. That needs to be a puzzle and a point and click. Translating some scribbled notes. It'd be the hardest puzzle in the world if it was my scribbled notes. Honestly, like my handwriting's terrible.
I'd better not touch it. I might risk harming Central.
Fuck. What's he going on? I can talk to outside. No. So I'm gonna say pineapples. Second time today I'm calling pineapples. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. See what you say. No doubt I've missed something super obvious. See what you say. So Beefy, if you're still around, was it a good time in the high seas? Did you fuck up many other people? Did you get a lot of gold? Modified Sprite, catch you later, dude. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Thank you very much for popping by, dude. It was nice seeing a new face around here. So thank you very much for popping by, and hope you have a good evening. I'm not sure, but was there something you could click on the central column here in the left? I love like the noise. It's like you've not moved the body, it's just constantly crushing this dude. So yeah, okay, hold on. Something you could click on the central column when you're on the left. Like a blue light. I didn't realize we had these screens here. Screens don't control anything, they're just data readouts.
Power conduit alpha, temporary shutdown. Reactivation in 30 seconds.
What does that do? Why would you need to power stuff? Beefy got about 18-20 skulls, nice. Do not objective when annoyed the life out of two or Oriental cats. Them talking to each other is enough content for me to stay quiet. Back tonight for a big grind. Nice one, man. Whenever I play it's always French. Whenever like I try and fuck up with other ships, it's always French people. They just shout shit at me. Not happy. The power conduit runs up the wall. Power into the tower. Judging by the glow, it's working as expected. What's this light you're on about? The blue light in the center or something? What? This blue light?
I wouldn't know where to start.
In top 2 floors. No. Nothing there. That happened to me, and all I could hear was French and my name occasionally being said. It's always annoying with Sea of Thieves when you get onto like another ship. If you're like trying to tuck onto another ship, you're spying on another ship or something like that, and they're speaking another language because you're like sitting there, you're going like, I don't know what their plan is. If only they were speaking English, I'd be able to know what their plan is. What's this?
I wouldn't know where to start.
I think it's just a design. I'm trying to think of the items that I've got and stuff. Had a couple of French guys there. VR friendly. I am not. Yeah, that's what I'm like. Whenever I played it, like people were like, oh, why are you picking on that ship? And I was like, fuck them. It's got Sea of Thieves. It's got Sea of Friends. Oh no. Could someone please look up a could someone look up a walkthrough and see what the fuck we're doing? We're in the very, very last chapter. Like, use that wrench to stop the lift somewhere is all. Right, okay. When you're on the lift you can't. I need to. Oh shit, that blue light there on the right hand side. This fucker here. Oracle. Ah, ha ha ha. I was looking in the central part, not over to the right. Still unable to. Okay. That was bad timing, I guess. Because I thought you'd have to then get the wrench and then put it onto the bit of the elevator, but no, if you just click the wrench it stops it, so. Like that.
Power conduit beta. Temporary shutdown. Reactivation in 30 seconds.
Shit. Right. We need Regis downstairs, basically. Wait. Shit. Right. Yeah, we need him downstairs. To do the one that's in the middle part. To be honest, you may as well just come with us as well. You're coming back up. Go all the way down to the bottom. We'll get Regis in the bit at the bottom.
Power system cycled. Reinitializing conduit beta.
Yep, that's fine. So then he can deactivate the one at the bottom. Lau can do the one in the top. Oh, I don't think that's what was supposed to happen there. Right, Lau. Alrighty then. Let you fuck with that. Activate in 30 seconds. Over to you.
Power conduit beta. Temporary shutdown. All power systems cycled. Deactivating security systems.
There you go. Fucking hell. I would never have seen that on the right hand side. Telling you that for absolutely free. I would not have seen it.
Galatea, Step away from the console.
No need for violence. I surrender. You're just slightly too late to stop me, though. Huh?
Skadoosh! Baxter.
What is this place?
Ah, Dr. Pereira. So good to finally be working with someone of real talent.
No, I'm Mandala.
Ah, I apologize, my dear.
What is this place?
What is this place? We're
Back to
obviously
game.
still in the trance, but
I had been wondering about that myself.
all of these cages, it's like a prison.
I do not believe so. I know prisons all too well. Having been here for some time, this is more of a waiting room.
Why did you think I was Vishka?
Wait, why'd you think I was Viksha? Dr. Pereira.
The family resemblance is unmistakable.
How can you see my face? We're in the trance.
I see your mind, my dear. Of that similarity, there can be no confusion.
Who are you?
Who are you exactly?
Adam Baxter, PhD. Delighted to meet you,
Pretty
Miss
huge dick.
Mandala, was it?
You're Baxter?
Quite so. Or I believe as such.
You're his memories. That mindjacker stole your consciousness.
That is an interesting theory, my dear.
Ghost.
What are all these ghosts? They're just standing there, staring.
I've been putting my mind, or what's left of it, to the question. If this is a waiting room, there might perhaps be other guests.
They aren't nearly as detailed as what's left of you. Maybe they needed more of your mind than of theirs.
Perhaps the Watchers have merely resigned themselves to their fate.
You killed my mother.
You killed my mother. In the lab, you killed Vicky Pereira.
I did? I'm sorry, my dear. I have no recollection of such a thing.
I guess they didn't take those memories from you.
One ought to remember something as significant as that.
I guess I've only got Dr. Regis' word to go on now.
Regis?
Is there any way
Is
out?
there a way out of here?
All I can see is nothingness, filled with icosahedral cages. Although, the way you feel...
Me? I feel fine.
No. You are pulling us, drawing us in, as though you are where we ought to be going.
There's no way out through me. Dead end in my brain. Oh, Nuke. That's the whole point. You know Dr. Regis?
That name is an all-consuming catalyst of hatred. But I can't for the life of me remember why.
You killed his wife. His evidence put you away for 20 years. And apparently he's my father.
It feels as though for many years I've wanted nothing more than to strangle the life out of him. But while I know I hate him, I do not understand why.
What can you remember?
What can you remember?
Professional memory. I could relate much of my academic career to you.
What about your time in prison?
I was in prison?
How about your childhood?
Nothing. This is most troubling, I must say.
Obviously, Galatea decided they didn't need those memories. Anything else?
That is a difficult question to answer. It's only by looking for memory that one knows it isn't there. Everything else is just feelings, shreds here and there.
You've still got enough to be cognate.
An interesting philosophical issue. How much memory is needed for the threshold of consciousness?
I need to stop that.
The personalities in here, the ghosts. I'm connected to a system that's trying to upload them into my wiring, my brain.
Myself included, it would appear. I have enough awareness to understand that this is not a desirable situation for you.
You think?
I shall do what I can to slow them. You must find a way to freeze the march of the mind states.
The personalities in here, the ghosts. I'm connected to a system that's trying to upload them into my wiring, my brain.
Myself included, it would appear. I have enough awareness to understand that this is not a desirable situation for you.
You think?
I shall do what I can to slow them. You must find a way to freeze the march of the mind states.
To find a way to freeze the mind state.
I've got to figure this out.
Don't wander too far.
Can't reach them.
Subject. Fontenay Map. Registered Services Director, SoCal. Date Incorporated. 30th of March, 2887. These are all different ghosts. But these would be all the people that were murdered.
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Latha, where are you?
I'm stuck in a trance sim. It's full of ghosts.
A sim? Oh no. The lock was a ruse to get you to connect to the Cortex system.
What did you do?
I've just added the final component for Central's new personality. I'd already acquired the expertise, the minds from all over the world.
Then you needed a way to make them compatible.
Precisely. But there are only 3 examples in the world of the neural architecture used in Central. The matter already in use, my own brain tissue, of course.
And your sister.
In a few minutes, the organic memory module will have finished imprinting over Latha's mind. Central will have received the upgrade it deserves. Dozens of lifetimes of expertise.
You're killing her!
In only the most technical sense. Don't worry, Father. You'll still have me.
Corpseman, remove her.
Get her to fuck.
Hello?
We've got to get her out of this. Get her out of that damn chair!
There's too much neural activity. The interrupt will leave her brain dead. We'll have to find something we can do at this end.
Okay. Right, we have a memory module.
Can we just pull the module?
I don't think so. The interrupt in the data flow will probably leave her brain damaged. Maybe if we could get it to stop the transfer, though.
We have servers.
Can we do anything to the Cortex servers themselves?
If we had more time, I could hook my own wetware up to it. It'd take hours to sort through the normal operational garbage, though.
You have a hatch.
A power switch. It's been turned off. Lau, why was the memory module in Vanderwall's refrigerator?
I don't know for sure, but I think it's because of its wetware. Like any organic system, it has a peak temperature at which it operates, about 15 Celsius.
So, he might have been trying to get it to stop by lowering its temperature.
Unsuccessfully, since it managed to override his wetware.
But the theory's sound, right?
Hey, stop!
His kitchen refrigerator wasn't enough. If we power up the freezer in here, we can bring it down to -40.
If you power it up now, the door will lock as the system cycles. Yeah, but we'd be trapped in here for at least 4 hours, in lethal cold.
God damn.
Can we do anything to the Cortex servers themselves?
If we had more time, I could hook my own wetware up to it. It'd take hours.
Okay, so servers are all the same thing. You legit only have the server, like, but the tower, we still have access. You can still leave and stuff.
I look forward to my position as caretaker as soon as the new personality is online.
Yes, Doctor.
Carry on, Corpseman.
Anything else that we can interact with in here? Don't think there is. What items do we have?
Nina, can you hear me? No answer. Either it's not working or she's just biding her time.
Okay. What about calling Central? Connection. Okay. And at this point, we can't play as loud.
We've got to stop the simulation trapping Latha, somehow.
We can only go in between Vegas and Latha.
Yes, my dear?
I've got to figure this out.
Don't wander too far.
Nothing new in the emails. Insufficient user credential for function. Disconnect. If you believe that you should have permission to disconnect, please contact your sysadmin.
Can't reach them. Can't reach them.
What the actual fuck news?
It's the memory module we pulled from Vanderwall's refrigerator. Now it's hooked into the system, and uploading God knows what into Latha.
The wetware inside is glowing. It must be active. Hey, stop! I want to save Latha, but I'm not going to let you freeze us to death doing it.
That's fine. Get outside before I throw the switch.
I can't let you do this, Regis.
What are you gonna do, stun me?
If I have to, but I don't think you're going to risk killing me in here. If I stay, you live.
What the actual fuck? I feel like there's one answer left. I think he gave away what you can do. Yeah, like she has to fuck off basically. But we can't control. Wow.
We've got to stop the simulation. Hey, stop! I can't let you do this, Regis.
What are you gonna do, stun me?
If I have to, but I don't think you're going to risk killing me in here. If I stay, you live.
Maybe we stun her.
Sorry, Max.
There you go. Oof. Ah, there you go.
Sir, you shot her.
Carry on, Corpseman. Make sure she's safe until she comes around.
Yes, sir.
You look after her now. I'm away to fucking turn myself into a frozen pea.
Warning. Cooling systems active. Target value, -40 Celsius. Beginning maintenance cycle. Estimated completion, 6 hours.
6 hours.
Nothing else I can do now.
6 hours being a chilly boy.
What's happening? Something's disrupting the connection.
Whatever it is, it feels very restful.
Yeah, chilly lad.
Ugh, what? Oh no, Regis, Corpseman, how long have I been out?
A couple of hours, ma'am. Dr. Regis asked me to make sure you were okay before he went back in there.
Into the Cortex server? Oh no, he didn't.
Oh yes, he did.
Regis! Regis,
Yes.
hang on!
Chilly lad.
There are a few things I regret. No matter what I do, there's nothing that can change most of them.
She's safe, Regis, you got her out!
That's good. Maybe with what I've done now, I can fix the most important ones.
Hang on, Regis, we're almost in!
I've wasted so many years. Out of shame, out of fear. If I have one more chance. One more.
He's dead.
Regis? Regis! I can't feel anything. Get the medic! Don't do this. Don't do this, Charlie.
Hi. Max, Dr. Lau, told me you'd be here since you left the hospital.
Did she now?
Yeah. She said this was your special place? I kinda know what that's like. I've got one of my own.
Latha, I need to say it again. I'm sorry.
Damn right you should be. You nearly killed me. But Lau also told me what you did in the tower.
It was the right thing to do.
It was more than that. You almost died. And I think it goes a hell of a long way to making up for before.
We have a lot of catching up to do. How about we start again? From scratch. Hi, I'm Charlie Regis. I'm a cell agent. I have difficulty with change, and I'm apparently a father.
Hey, I'm not that.
Difficulty
I'm a
with
trans
change
addict
makes
and
me
I spent
think
the
it's like
last 2 years
with
jobless.
money.
I'd also like
It's
to learn about where I came
can't
from.
work it out.
Take a seat. Let me tell you about your mother.
Oh.
What are we going to do?
Gentlemen, please. There's no cause for concern.
My dear, we have all sunk quite a considerable investment into this project. Oh,
my, yes.
Dr. Regis knows about us. That means Central knows.
Indeed, we must find some way to avoid implication. Doctors Regis and Lau are only 2 people, and we have powerful legal connections. Oh my, yes.
I believe that though the project cannot succeed, we must salvage what we can.
Most sensible.
That is why I've decided to turn state's witness and aid in your prosecution.
I beg your pardon.
Is that enough for you, Charlie?
Central's heard plenty. Counselor Dean, I'm arresting you for abuses of the democratic process. Due to the high-profile nature of your crimes, sentencing will be carried out by secret tribunal.
Nina, you can't.
You would have a hard time prosecuting me for any such thing, Dr. Regis.
He's right. We can't arrest him. Despite how he looks, he's not people.
No, but we can confiscate you as evidence. I imagine nobody will want to take responsibility for your actions, though.
You're going to be in the lockup for a long time anyway.
Oh, my.
Come on.
A job well done. Another triumph for justice.
I'm amazed. No, disgusted that Central agreed to your plea bargain.
What can I say? Networking is my thing. Remember, I'm always here if you need my help.
You're gonna miss it, oh my, yes.
I can't believe you turned it down.
Definitely.
The city council was practically begging to give you the job.
It didn't feel right. I didn't deserve it.
Well, since they had to retire Dr. Vargas and you
Catch you later,
refused
Beefy.
it, they
Thank you
had
very much
to
for
give
coming
the
by.
job
Thank
to
you very much for the
Chigwa.
raid as well.
And I'm sure
Love you,
she'll
pal.
make a fine Central coordinator. After all, she's one of the only people left alive and not incarcerated who knows how it works.
You could have been the most powerful man in the city. I could have been best pals with the most powerful man in the city.
Sorry, you'll just have to butter up to Dr. Chigwa.
Should have figured you wouldn't take it. You'd need more adversity before earning something like that. Otherwise, you wouldn't have anything to complain about.
Speaking of complaining, how's the new recruit doing?
She's unconventional, and everyone's noticing
gonna be the
it.
maid.
Not quite getting along with everyone, but that's not what she's here for. Got quite a brain on her, though, hasn't she?
Takes after her mother.
Oh, that's not gonna be the maid.
How do I look?
It's also it's gonna be her.
How do I look, sir, to you?
Whatever.
Better note problems with authority on the conduct report.
Takes after her father.
Ha! Central. Any update on Nina?
Dr. Nina Zhang is under special observation.
Like witness protection?
Probably something like that. But still, I wish Central could tell us what she was up to.
Too obsessed with that fucking maid. A maid bot.
Ah, Galatea. So good to finally meet in person. How do you like my lab? I used to work here with your father, you know.
Which one?
Oh, very witty. It's a sharp mind you've got. I should know. I helped design it.
I take it I should be thanking you for getting me out of prison?
Let's just say I have contacts in the right place. You see, I need your help. Please lie in the scanner.
What? Why?
With Regis's decision, I am unable to pursue my own research on large-scale AI platforms. My only option would be to start from scratch.
Build your own central? That's ambitious. You'd need... Oh.
You've got your mother's insight, indeed. There exist only a few examples of the neural tissue needed for such a platform. Within Central, it is too closely guarded, but I know where else it can be found.
Hey, get out of my way! You can't be serious! Tell him to get out of my way!
We both have grand plans regarding the future of AI in this world, except that yours have failed. Get in the scanner, please.
You won't get away with this! Central will know I'm missing!
Get in the robot,
Central
Shinji.
already knows. When it learned what I was trying to do clandestinely, its interest was piqued.
The scanners have been calibrated, Dr. Zhang. We are prepared for initial scale probe.
No!
I shan't say this again. Get in the scanner.
Those fucking Turks. They're always up to something. Technobabylon, baby. There he is. Big James himself. So you're saying Technobabs 2? They actually are making a Technobabylon 2. And it's 3D. Not none of this your point and click nonsense. Which I'm a bit upset about. I think you should keep it to being point and click. Yeah, really, yeah. There's some early screens of it and stuff for Technobabylon 2. So it seems like they're kind of going down the line of like how they made like the 3D Monkey Island and the 3D Broken Sword, who seem like they're following in that footstep, which I think is a really, really weird design as well, considering the 3D like Dave Gilbert, who actually came round the stream at one point and helped us with a puzzle. Fucking quality. Yeah, which is weird because those games like the 3D Monk Island and the 3D Broken Sword didn't do well. They didn't do well at all, so it's strange that they're doing that as well. It's the same with Beyond Steel Sky, whatever it's called, something like that. Sequel of that's coming out and is also in 3D as well. It's just like, I don't know how I feel about it. But yeah, Chico's got a new job. Well, good. But what's next? Yeah, what is next? Good question. So tomorrow. So instead of starting a new game, I think that tomorrow what we'll do is that we'll have a super duper fun Friday. I'll get you all pumped up for the weekend. So tomorrow we'll start off streaming a game called The Supper. It's only about half an hour long apparently. DJ Kenny Tunes. There you go. I am DJ Kenny Tunes, and I've got one question for you. Do you ken any tunes? Dish. One of those fellas. No, there's going to be no DJ set because I'll get taken down straight away from all the copyright. But yeah, so yeah, go stream a game called The Supper, which was included in that big, ridiculous £5 bundle, which the money went to Black Lives Matters. Yeah, called Supper. It's a kind of it looks really nice pixel art and stuff. It's a point and click, and apparently it's supposed to be pretty dark. So we're going to start with something that's pretty dark, and then we'll move on to fun stuff. So we're going to do some marbles on stream. I don't know if you've ever seen on Twitch and stuff. It's fairly popular on Twitch, but essentially it's just marble racing. I don't press any buttons really, it just does it itself, but everyone joins in. All you need to do is put thank you for playing. No, thank you, Technobabylon. So yeah, you just need to type in !play and you get assigned a marble, and it's marble racing, and it's actually pretty addictive. So yeah, we're going to do that for a wee bit, and I think we'll do some Jackbox as well. The only thing with Jackbox I'm scared about is people being a bit saying things maybe they shouldn't say, like randomers. Like, I'm not saying that these are all nice people and stuff, but it's like randomers coming in, they might say some daft shit. So I know we can tie it up to a Twitch account and stuff, which I think makes banning people and stuff a lot easier. So we'll give it a go, and anyway, if there's arseholes in it, there's arseholes in it. We'll just deal with them. But yeah, I mean, that's going to be an idea for tomorrow. If all the fun stuff goes really well, what I'll do is actually don't need hello. Yeah. So if it goes really well, like having the fun stuff and just like maybe like playing games with yous and stuff, you know, getting yous involved with the stream. If that goes well, I think what we'll do is we'll have a super fun Friday once a month, maybe at the start of the month. Just kind of something just to kind of break up from the point and clicks and indie games and stuff. Just have something fun, something we can all just like relax together. Because it's a good bunch of folk here. So again, did you see the look of Backbone Pro? Yes, Backbone looks fucking amazing. I have Prologue installed. I was actually going to play it at my own time because I just didn't know how long it was going to be. But Backbone looks amazing. UBN streams, a lot of people refuse to answer certain questions to avoid any TOS, which is good. Only about an hour. I'm just thinking, it's like, do we do Backbone instead? I've set up my stream and all that for the supper. We'll play the supper. Stick to that because only like half an hour and stuff. But Backbone might be worth a shot. Playing at some other point. Yeah, Backbone looks amazing. Also, he plays a fucking raccoon in it. Raccoons are ripping. They're well good. They're good to be pals. But yeah, I think maybe depends on when Backbone proper comes out, because I would like to play the prologue before the actual big one comes out and stuff, because I like to stream that. But having these short things that works for times like this, yeah, definitely. You start a game and yeah, you don't want to start a new series of streams and such. Definitely, that's why it's good to have them there. Yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. Again, we'll be starting at 2 o'clock tomorrow. We're starting off with the supper, and then we'll go into the race to some marbles. See who's the best fucking marble in Toon. We'll do some of that, and then we'll do some Jackbox as well. I think that'll be us. And on Monday, we will start. On Monday, we'll start Figment. Figment is like kind of a isometric kind of camera angle indie game that's story driven. It's got puzzles in it. It's super simple puzzles, but the art style is super nice. And the game is just it's just a lovely game. I've played it before. I've completed it before. I've actually 100%ed it as well. But I just like to play it on stream at some point because I want people to see it because it's fucking great. So yeah, we'll do that, and that won't take long at all. Figment's not long, and then after Figment, I reckon we'll do some Dark Souls. A lot of people really want me to play Dark Souls, and I've never played a Dark Souls game. And to be honest, with the story and stuff and things like that, like it's been long enough since I watched Fizzy play it. It's pretty much it's going to be a new game. It's going to be a blind playthrough for me. So we'll have a rest from the point and clicks. We'll have super fun Friday tomorrow. Monday, start Figment. After Figment's done, we'll start Dark Souls. I think that's what we're going to do. Fizzy Souls. Yeah, we'll get some Fizzy Souls on the go. So I hope you are all looking forward to watching me die several times. As long as you remember not what to do from Richie's stream, that's the problem. I don't. It might be one of those things like when we were playing Broken Sword. Like I played Broken Sword when I was a wee boy, and a lot of it is gone. But there was bits where I go like, oh, I need to do that. Oh, I need to do that. I need to do this and that. So there might be bits that come up going like, oh yeah, I remember that. The only thing I'm fear of. I don't like a fright. I don't like a fright, and I know there's fucking mimics in it. And I know I'm going to get done. I'm going to get done by one of these mimics. But I suppose there's fucking good content for you, isn't it? Well done, Scientologist. Praise the sun. Praise the sun. I'm sure Dark Souls is fairly cheap on PC as well anyway. Also, there's a Steam sale coming up as well. So we might actually, by the time that we finish Figment and stuff, there might be a Steam sale. I hate when you remember things at the wrong time so you look like you know fuck all. That is Snoogans. That is my life. That is my life. Remembering things at the wrong time. Or when it's too late to remember these things. That is definitely me. Man, Technobabylon. That was a fucking ace game. That was so good. Thank you everyone who recommended Technobabylon. Here we go. Yeah, thank you everyone who recommended Technobabylon, because that was a great game to play. Because it had a bit more content to it than Whispers of Machine. Like Whispers of Machine was fucking great and stuff, but I wish Technobabylon. Yeah, I just wish that Whispers of Machine was longer, you know, because it was so good. I just wanted a wee bit more of it. Technobabylon ticked many boxes. Great stream. Excited for the future of the stream. Thank you very much, Andrew. It's all thanks to folk like yous who come out like every stream. Just it's the same people and stuff, and it's so good playing these games with yous. There's a lot of patter. We have a lot of good. We have a laugh and stuff as well. Lovely. The remaster rang amazingly smoothly. Best to go with that. This one. Do that. I'll look into it. Just can't believe I'm gonna play a fucking Dark Souls game. You've all pressured me. Pure pressure's got to me. But yeah, I think it's time to shoot off. I need to get my din-dins. But what we'll do, we'll raid someone. Give a wee raid to someone. We'll actually have a look to see if there's anyone worth raiding that's a part of this Discord group I'm in. You see them coming in and they say like, oh yeah, giving you the NMSS love and stuff. I should maybe really pay back some of that love. What games are they're streaming? Call of Duty, absolutely fucking not. Call of Duty, absolutely fucking not. See, this is a problem. It's like half of them to stream Call of Duty, and it's just like I'm not interested in it. Rainbow Six Siege, no. Euro Truck Simulator. Fable Anniversary. Persona 5. Persona 5 is... I wouldn't stream Persona. Ain't no chance. Mortal Kombat 11. Elder Scrolls Online. No. Skyrim. DayZ. See, I love Rainbow Six Siege as well. So what is NMSS? Mick, you should actually look into it, man, since you do streaming. It's Ninja Monkey Stream Support. It's basically a Discord full of kind of small streamers like ourselves who give support to one another. It's good. There's a lot of people there who play games that I'm nowhere near interested in. And the thing is, it'll be the same for them as well. I probably stream games that the 99% of them are not interested in, but they come by and stuff, and they're super nice. So, he did Persona 4 years ago, and it was a mess by the end of it. Yeah, I've seen Persona streams. I don't think they work because it's very heavy with story and stuff. It's not really, you can't really engage and stuff. They're phenomenal games. I love Persona so much. I don't think they work as stream games. They're too long. Mick, what I'll do, I'll give you an invite to them, and see if you like it. We won't bother with any of them. We won't bother with any of them. They're not streaming any games I want to watch, so I wouldn't want you to watch it. Have a look on the old Twitch. You're off for dinner. Enjoy your dinner, man. Thanks again, Aaron. Congrats for getting it done. Thank you for answering the pineapples from the mirror where we got stuck. Oh, someone's playing the fucking Paradigm, or as what I would call it, Paradigm. This is a game that Calbo Swaggins recommended a lot.
Your daily nutritional needs and a 50% chance of unemployment.
Yep. Hold on.
The postcard map says to
I think I got my...
the letter M or use the side-up menu to use the map. Weird.
So I have got to.
They're very quiet.
I have got to find a floppy disk for an Australian computer so we can go online dating.
Will this work? Yes.
He sounds Scottish.
You can find him in the bottom right in Kurch Forest. Also, one last thing.
Yep.
Don't be surprised if he's not wearing pants.
Not wearing pants. Fair enough.
Right, okay. What we'll do, we'll raid this person who's playing Paradigm. Because I've always been interested in Paradigm because it looks fucking rad. But those that are leaving now, thank you very much for stopping by the way. Thank you very much again. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Hope you stay safe. Hope you keep warm. That's what it's all about, isn't it? So what we'll do is we'll give this person a raid.
Well, he's wearing pants.
You don't need to come along. always. But yeah, be nice. Don't spam them with loads of shite and all that. Is what we usually say. Time to heat up some curry, maybe put over some noodles. Oh, nice one, man. Right, enjoy your dinner, dude. Thank you very much again. But yeah, so I'll see you all tomorrow, 2 o'clock, and be prepared for some fun.
Press button. I don't know. I don't care. I'll press it.
She's no getting spammed. This no Tories. Only Tories get spammed that. But yeah, I'll see you over there. Much love. Stay safe. Keep warm. Thanks again, everyone, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.